You know we laughing on the way to the bank. Yeah, we laughing on the way to the bank. They say we laughing on the way to the bank. You know we laughing all the way to the bank.
Slap you in the face with the flavor. Snap like a Slim Jim neighbors. Pile of shit haters. Wake up and catch the vapors. Taking care of beers on the marquee. Rocking for the ages. Rocking them sawed-off gauges and acting outrageous. Be careful, the vibe is contagious. Your mind races. Your thoughts never connect, cause the vibe got you snapping that neck. Now reflect, see the man in the mirror. I can't say it any clearer. He be wildin' out, he be styling out. He be on the culture, yeah, he be vibing out. Riding on the wall, yeah, you know what he about. He on that real shit, flipping the mic, ready to kill shit. Let him in the building, the killing, the curse, feeling me, spilling his words, killing and spitting his words, venom, a lyrical burst in him. Imagine like John Lennon. You know we laughing on the way to the bank. Yeah, we laughing on the way to the bank. They say we laughing all the way to the bank.
Hey yo, even if it's sunny or gray, I make money all day, then count it up in the money machine. Laughing all the way to the bank, blazing the dank, then escape to the ranch, making salad with craft. French dressing, blessing, DJs with a test pressing, bang it on the air while I'm bench pressing. Is less stressing, puppet dumbbells than gun shells. OG style, crack your head like a nutshell. You get done well, psycho blast back from hell, and even from a distance you get hit with the funk smell, baby. No time for hanging out. I put in this work, now I'm cashing out. Popping champagne with my campaign, smoking insane till I'm stone crazy in the membrane. While you on the M train, looking crazy, man. You should be doing stand up cause you making me laugh, cocksucker.
You know we laughing on the way to the bank. Yeah, we laughing on the way to the bank. They say we laughing all the way to the bank. You know we laughing all the way to the bank.
I roll like a Mack truck, running through your block, no backup. Homie, you better pack up, your style's all hacked up. Machete flow, act up, cut you down the sides, turn the track up. All you clowns make me crack up, don't get clapped up. Coffee in my cup, get wrapped up, like a gift all wrapped up. Put you under the tree, now sack up. Incredible, highly formidable, all cities certified, super individual. Body you on principle, it ain't a thing to me. Put your lights out, walk out casually. Another casualty, tear the stage down savagely. You don't wanna get on after me.
You know we laughing all the way to the bank. Yeah, we laughing all the way to the bank. They say we laughing all the way to the bank. You know we laughing all the way to the bank.
This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party,
Get the motherfucking
party,
revenue.
This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party.
We came to kick you on your ball sack, and everything in your bag, we taking all that. You better fall back. I know you're stalling that out like you drive a lemon. You try to study the moves, and yet it's mind bending. We're here to give you a clinic and charge you by the minute, and everything you put in it will come back and finish. Put the joint on the table, then you fucking spin it. When you smelling the smoke, you know who fucking lit it. It's just a part of the game, but you ain't got any. You never knew what I had it, and yet I got plenty. What you sipping on? Less than sipping Henny. I'm taking his keys, he had too many.
This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party.
Yeah, we here. Now they turning up, smoking all kind of stuff. We can't burn nothing. It's too lit. I'm talking about the weed. We got more good bud than you could ever need. I'm fucking up. It's not a bad thing, player. See that bitch right there? best friend is your ex-girlfriend, and your next one too. She was in our crew before she met you. She telling the truth, she said Too Short, that's my homie. Did she tell you all night she used to shake that monkey at my house after the after party? Her phone keeps ringing, where's my shorty? She ain't answer, she's having too much fun. You come to my house and baby you gon' come.
This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do.
That's right.
This is what we came to do. Party, party.
Hey yo, from NY to Calabasas, groupies be chasing us, grabbing asses. Backstage with the axis passes. Right. All they really want is some satisfaction. They wanna hang with Too Short, they idle. Now they boyfriends is acting suicidal. Don't worry, we just wanna bend the back, have a little fun and send her back. Pop a few bottles, celebrate the LP. She like working out and eating healthy. Her whole crew like the
Paging Dr. Greenthumb, now come light up.
When I pulled up to the party with 2K, I seen her dancing, opening up her two legs, looking like she needed a good pipe. She got hammered and passed out, didn't even say goodnight.
This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do.
It's a party,
This is
baby.
what we came to do. This is
East
what
Coast,
we
West
came to
Coast.
do.
You know how we do.
This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do.
Nate Watts.
This is what we came to
Get
do.
funky with it.
This is what we came to
Get
do.
funky with it.
This is what we came to do. Party,
Come on,
party,
come on.
This is what we came to do.
Yeah.
This is what we came to do.
Be real.
This is what we came
Too
to do.
Short. Psycho Easy. Let's go.
About to go on a tear like a hamstring. What you gonna do about it? No, not a damn thing. Hit you with the solid blow, man, it's never glancing. Drop another slapper, then I take your bitches dancing. Got him on the floor, watching drop it get nasty. Home run hitter, ain't nothing getting past me. You a fucking patsy, call it like I see it. You can ask around and everybody's in agreement.
You bitch ass.
Young bucks telling me I'm old school. Put a G on it, homie, this is fucking gold school. Before the Pro Tools, Logic and the others. Yo, you couldn't touch us, there was no one else above us.
Motherfuckers.
Getting bags in every city like a damn king. What you gonna do about it? Nothing, not a damn thing. Can I lie the back one? It would be historical. You don't have to answer that, the question was rhetorical.
Shut up.
This is This is When I have that one, I go on a rampage. Just that shit you crack a beer to in your man cave. All the fans can't wait for the exact date. The beat is original, psycho less handmade. I walk in the spot, ladies looking glamorous, sipping on tequila. That could be hazardous. Women get feisty and spicy like sriracha. If that's flying out, tell your homegirl she's borracha. The liquor starts kicking in, the DJ killing it. Two-stepping with a drink, everywhere spilling shit. Setting off smoke alarms, weed from the local farms. Put your hands on me and leave with two broken arms. Take it from the mob boys, get your fingers chopped off. Betrayal is a bitch, you see what happened to Bob Ross. Try to administer with a forgery signature. Put a hole in your head and keep it sinister, the finisher.
I'm done with all the lip service. What's your purpose? Can't curse. I don't hear anything you say cause you're worthless. You ain't got no love, we see it on the surface. What's wrong seeing me making moves makes you nervous? No verses. What a damn shame, took it to the heart and the brain and let the game change everything you're feeling disdain. And whatever remains between your brothers shattering vain. Shit'll never be the same, it sounds insane. It's real psycho, it might go bad but it's like yo, it's time to trim the fat like a chick doing lipo. They say they down with you but it's part of the cycle. Homies come and go, we keep it moving like so. Don't know what your problem, but I feel it.
You feel it.
Maybe you just envy how we kill it, but you won't spill it. My cup is full because I feel it as I will it. I never try to conceal it. You ain't with it as I drill it.
This goes hard.
You know I go hard body, all body. Get on stage, move the mob like John Gotti. Go. Me and B-Real still the show, it's an armed robbery. Every time. Try double cross me, my shotty and God got me. Bang. They surprised I'm still on the rise. So many pray for my demise, they just wasted time. For all of y'all that got a problem, just go wait in line. Yeah. So you could suck my dick one at a time. Damn. And I could give a fuck less. What's next? Headshots for the plated vest. That's how rumors get laid to rest. Get jumped, try and play some chess. Rolling insane for days that I'm feeling stressed. Shout out Psycho Less. We get money off the books. Off the books. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Hell nah, hands dirty cause I came from the soot. Don't talk, you don't know what it took.
This goes hard. Bass guitar like Les Paul. Funky field tips smoking out the mess hall. New LP, I'm accepting press calls. Competition buried, squeezing them stress balls. This that collabo, Colombia, Cuba, and Mexico. Read the reason the streets are OD and I'm Perico. Call up Dr. Greenthumb when you need a medical. Real cycle dropping, another gran éxito. Me and B real rolling like freight trains. We give zero fucks, we don't play games. No faking the funk dudes with fake chains. And we only smoke insane, no lame strains. Over here the coast is clear from boofery. And best believe we're hitting up your local brewery. Psych less, I deliver the poodle. Nothing soft, everything doodle. Nigga, this goes hard.
We run the streets, then I'm still involved. Gun battles, kid, I never took a loss. I'm a boss, never really like the flaws. Keep it real with the infamous, I never cross. Nah, I said the world yours. And I'ma take it like Shaq on the backboard. People struggling to stay afloat. And I'ma show you how to get it, come see your boy. What up? We cut from a different cloth. I just got 2 gats, I love to show them off. Queensbridge always regulate. Never hesitate, counting money, meditating. We go hard when you fuck with Marv. Hit man in the click, I do the dirty jobs. What up? We go hard when it's time to rob. If you move, you die. We taking everything.
This goes hard. This goes hard. This goes hard.
This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language, content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
We're going to have to work on a rhythmic pattern, see?
Yeah, we'll get it
But
together.
we'll get it together. You're watching the Dr. Greenthumb show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, X, and the home site, www.BREAL.TV. What it do, baby boo? To my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJ C- in the building.
What up? Happy Thursday.
We have the legendary Psycho Leezy also in the building.
Oh, die. We're here, baby. Cheers.
We have the Treehouse crew, Bolton Blanco, Brabron, the Dominator.
Yo, what up? We're doing good.
I know you are. We have the legendary Everlast, a.k.a. Whitey Ford, and Kaiser Soze back in the building.
He looked right at
Even
you.
he looked right over here. I saw that.
Bro.
And the camera caught it.
Yes, sir. We here. We in the building, man.
And we got
We back.
the Il Hijo, Mr. Milligrams, E-Zone up in here.
What's up, everybody? It's refreshing to have a dog on the table.
He's a good dog.
Yeah, Kaiser.
Oh, this is your first sesh with the dog on the table, huh?
Yeah, I think Everlast has usually been here on
Like
the
third
days
or
when I'm
fourth
not
show,
here.
maybe? Third or
Yeah, but he hasn't been here on it.
Yeah, like usually on the days when I'm not here, so I haven't actually had a podcast sit down with you and the
I've been
dog.
trying to avoid you as much as possible, but
I had heard.
fuck up today. Sorry, man. I'm gonna get in some.
I was wondering why you got mad when they moved your chair over there. He's like, I want to sit next to B.
Hey, Kaiser's meditating.
He's always
He's
meditating.
meditating, man.
Look at him.
He is
He likes the aromas in here.
He does. He doesn't want away from it. And that's cool because certain dogs, we were just talking about it before we went on air. Certain dogs are stoner dogs where they actually like the smell. They might even eat your fucking weed plant if you're not careful because they like the way it tastes. But some dogs run the fuck away from it like it's the devil.
You know when you take your dog to the vet for something related like that, I don't have kids, but you know how some people are like you careful what you tell your around your kids or whatever. Like you feel like I imagine it's like the same thing as going to CPS. Like yo, what did you give your dog?
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't give him nothing, bro.
What do you mean? What did I give
like
my
I don't
dog?
even smoke. What are you talking about? Just
After as many dogs as I've taken in for being high, I just say like he's high.
Yeah.
Like they say could he have gotten any weed? No, he absolutely did get weed.
Yeah, he
I'm
might have
sure
picked,
of it.
he might have picked a nugget up off the floor.
It's happened so many times now. I know unless you think it's really bad, you just make sure he gets a lot of water and let him sleep that shit.
Yes,
That's
water is key.
Yeah.
And actively, people, we are not sitting here getting Kaiser high or anything like that. The dog just enjoys the aromas in the room.
Yeah, he's at the table, but nobody's blowing smoke.
He
at
has
him.
to be.
Yeah, he's a part of the show now.
He was crying.
Yes.
The first
We
time
have
I
to bring him.
took my dog to for a weed related incident, it was the time after that I just knew kind of what to do because he told me, he's like, look, your dog got into weed and you're just gonna have to ride it out, man. Nothing bad's gonna happen. He's not gonna die.
The dog has to ride it out, same as we do.
Yep. And it took me 3 days to get my dog back into like regular working order because she was like,
well, you know,
faded.
I mean, again, and I'll mention this again because we said it off air before we started. Cali Blaze's dog at 8 months or something, was it like that? That got into his bag and he had his fucking his edibles, but not his edibles, not candy, not Here goes. Look at look at his dog. He's fucking.
Yeah.
He's like he's feeling the fucking. He's feeling. Well, he was feeling it.
That's when you're fighting.
Jimi Hendrix referred to that as the alpha jerk. That's that like little right between death and life. Whoa.
Yeah, I would imagine that dog felt
Not
that.
a pleasant feeling either, bro. Just like when because you're trying to get comfortable and then you just
You're just not sure something's there.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of us taking way too many milligrams of SHO or RSO.
I don't know. I'm out when something like that. Like the only time I've had a jerk like that is when it's been like other substances.
But the
Trying to
dog
go to
doesn't
sleep.
know to fall asleep. He's just trying to survive. Us, like you can't tell me the first time it hit you like that you didn't try to fight it and you went right to sleep. There's no way because you were out there fucking Disneyland riding the lightning. But I
Yeah.
could tell you when I was at home and I was trying to fight it watching TV, I felt like that dog. I was like doing that fucking shit.
Yeah, you're in a comfortable setting though. I imagine you're sitting in like your living room chair. You probably imagine you have like the chair.
Yeah, you were thugging it
Yeah.
out in a different way, walking it off.
Yeah, when you're like when you're standing and you're like you're in public. I guess there's that instinct that'll be like you got to stay alive, fool. Otherwise,
Yeah.
something happens to us.
And if you're on your feet, you might be able to, keep your adrenaline or something. But when you're sitting there watching TV and it fucking puts the wave on you, bro, you're
anything's dangerous when you're like comfortably high.
Oh man,
like the most dangerous thing to me is driving, bro. Like just if you've been at like a sesh, bro. Let somebody else drive, bro. Like at least for me, I'll have somebody else drive.
If you've been doing too much concentrates, yes.
I'm saying like the setting. Like I can do it during the daytime, bro, but let it get comfortable and let it be night, and my body starts recognizing like, damn, put the seat warmers on real quick. You know, that you start fucking falling asleep, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the only time that would affect me is if we had like late studio sessions. You know how we used to do like fucking late ass sessions, and then I would
forbid you were the first one to do that and fall asleep too.
Yeah, that part. Do not fall asleep at a studio session. It's just like a fraternity party. Motherfuckers is going to get you. They're going to draw on you.
Get socked up and shit.
That could happen too.
That's fucked up for sleeping, bro, and then you just wake up and fools are just
hey, we had this one homeboy named Rick Dog, right? And we used to have this thing on the bus called Start Over, right? Now, if you ever been on a tour bus, which some of you haven't, but you could look it up and see the layout of it. There's the front lounge, back lounge, and then the bunks that are in the middle, right? Now, when you're rolling with a crew and, there's certain rules about this shit that, like, if you're in your bunk, at least with Soul Assassins, our rules was if you were in the bunks, off limits, okay? That's the sacred area. That's the sanctuary. You get in your bunk, no one should fucking bother you in there. Unless you just got a fucking bus full of jokers that don't give a fuck about rules. But on our bus, it was bunks off limits. But if you fell asleep in the front or back lounge when we were up there, because maybe you were too high, and that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe you're just fucking tired because you didn't get no sleep, from the show to that moment. You know what I mean? You like, because you know how tour life is. Some motherfuckers are insomniacs. They don't go to sleep. Like Aton, you know what I mean? We would start you over in the bus. So you'd be like, the minute one of us caught you like, hey, fucking sleep, we'd all bunch up. And there was probably like, we traveled with way too many people on one bus. So there's maybe 11 to 12 of us. Let's say 12. The other 11 are standing right in front of you, and we all scream at the same time, start over! And it, motherfuckers jump out the seat, and they start over. Rick Dog, our homeboy Rick Dog from Southgate, salute to our homeboy. You could not do that to Rick Dog, and if you did, you had to stand at least 10 feet away because
jammed up swinging.
Yeah, because anytime you woke him up like abruptly like that, just out of a dead sleep, he's coming out like this. You know what I mean?
Was he on that time?
No, but it wasn't that he was on that time. It's just some people wake up different, like out of a circumstance like that. Some people wake up screaming.
Yeah.
Some people wake up jumping, and some people fucking throw punches, dog.
And depending on how you're woken up.
Well, see, when you woke up off a start over like that, yeah, it could be like, oh shit, like a jolt. We used to get Bobo a lot. Bobo would get started over many times.
So we found out he had actual sleeping disability.
Yeah, but then we'd be kind and say, "Hey, Bobo, you're falling asleep. Go to the bunk." And sometimes he would listen and go to the bunk, and sometimes he'd thug it out and just bear with it. But the first guy that got was a tour manager. He was rolling with us. It was in Europe, and we had Baron Ricks. Call of the Wild with us. Maybe it was the Soul Assassin European tour or some shit like that. We were doing something. But Cliff White, rest in peace. He was one of our agents out there. And
I did not know this.
Yeah, he passed away some years ago.
He was my dude for years.
Yeah, he's a great dude. A legend for all those. He booked hip hop across the world. This man.
Road Managed Public Enemy. You.
Yes, all of us. So he's on our bus, and Cliff could snore the bus out. He'd rattle the fucking windows. The minute my man fell asleep, you knew Cliff was asleep. And one day he fell asleep in the lounge area. And fucking B Smooth, Baron Ricks, Chico, the other homies from Call of the Wild, and a few of us we fucking gathered up and started him over. And it, that stuck with us all the way from that time to now.
Wow.
We're not as rude. We'll give you a fair warning, like, hey, go to the bunk. And if you fight it now, then you know that if it comes, you were warned.
I mean, the only time we ever did shit like that was like at sessions. If you fall asleep at a studio session, you waking up with mad garbage all over you. You're gonna have potato chip bags, cans of beers.
I mean,
and when you wake up,
that's not the
what
setting.
the fuck?
It always trips me out. Like that. I mean, we've all been here. We've been in a lot of sessions, and I trip out on the people that can fall asleep in a session. I could never fall asleep in a session.
Many times. I know people that just.
But motherfuckers be comfortable with that loud ass fucking bass fucking rolling through them that put them right to
They're
sleep.
twisted. That's why.
I remember a particular evening we went to visit Snoop over there at Larrabee while he was working on Doggy Style.
Right.
And we had just each copped like an ounce of whatever,
fire shit.
I remember.
Nobody had what we had back then.
Yeah, nobody did.
No,
you were right.
Connecting went out, but we both had an ounce.
We both had it. Yeah.
We rolled up in there. They're all coming out. They want to smoke. So we just start rolling joints. And like within 15 minutes, dude, I shit you not. Call me a liar. They're all dead asleep.
Yeah, no.
The whole lounge.
Yeah, we fucked their session up.
Ray is still working on the song. And we left. We were kind of pale, but what I heard was Dre came the fuck out after that, and they were all asleep, and he got really
that's probably why we didn't get invited to so many sessions, because we'd fuck him up by getting people too hot. I mean, he's not wrong. No, like, even before the OG came out, there was this other shit that we used to get from one of our homies that we called the Packer. He was based out in fucking Montebello, Monterey Park, like that area. One of my East Side homies, because that's originally from the East Side like that, right? And he was one of my homies that we'd get like fucking ounces of this shit. He didn't even have a name for it. His uncle would grow it up north and at one of his houses here on the East Side, further east, probably in Riverside. And it was like some bomb-ass weed. Didn't have a name.
What it smell like comparable today, though?
It almost smelled like sort of Bubba-ish, but it wasn't.
Oh, like a gorilla kind of?
No, not even that. It's hard to describe because there's no other flavors that I've come across that are that particular strain. He didn't even know what it was. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you were getting this zip or this ounce for $400, right? Yeah. That was the most expensive weed at the time before Kush came in and splashed it, at least in our circle.
It was the first weed I ever would have in my pocket, and the fucking room would be fucked up.
Yeah.
And be like,
touch your pocket, and it's like, boom, aroma all over the fuck.
It's like little ripples of the wave. Just
right.
Because people were not used to smoking that kind of shit, though, like, would people be so, I guess, prevalent to pick up to it? You know, like if you open up, so if I'm like, let's just say shopping in Smart and Fine or Pavilions, and I'm walking around and I forget I have some kush in my pocket, somebody might be like, oh, damn, this smells like some dang shit. Back then, not everybody was smoking that shit.
Oh, no.
If you knew, you knew. But yeah, there wasn't as many. But
yeah.
it didn't matter. It was disruptive.
Yeah.
Smell.
That's what people
know,
like,
but
there was
Because a lot of people associate it with skunk, because that's of course why they called it skunk.
Absolutely.
So but
yeah, I wish I knew what the genetics
that
were
was
on
the legitimate first weed I ever would just have wrapped in a bag. I was also buying much larger amounts of weed by that time.
Yeah.
But like a half an ounce and the whole fucking Ralph's is like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Blown the fuck out.
Motherfucker standing next to the onions is like,
yeah, what the fuck is that?
Nobody was putting it in jars, bro. Like
no, not yet.
Up a place,
no,
bro.
No,
because mason jars were around. Best believe
they
that.
were,
Yeah.
and probably the older heads. Yeah. You know, the older heads probably fucking used the mason jars, but most of us that grew up
baggies
under like maybe the hippie motherfuckers were using the baggies.
Ziplocs, dude.
Flying, we got a little bougie for ourselves, and we started carrying those tall glass bottles from the smoke shop.
Yep,
like
the tall, yes.
With the cork.
When the glass blowers started making, when the glass blowers started making, so all right, look, there's a time.
It was about the size of that cell.
I don't know if it was Jerome Baker, but it was the certain glass blower that would make a big ass container,
like a nug jar,
with the wooden thing, you know, on top to like put it down, and we'd fucking put all our nuggets in that and roll around with that to preserve the weed better than a bag
We
because
sit at the Rainbow, 8 of us with like dark
yeah,
jars.
hey, they were all custom fucking tubes too.
Yeah, it was the equivalent of like having, you know how people have a baller jar and it's a custom jar where they have like the most headiest hash that they have.
Yeah.
That's back then that version.
and not for nothing. If you got into a fucking beef with somebody and you needed something, you could totally crack a motherfucker with that thing.
Yeah, because
swear to God, it was thick.
Yeah, they were not. And you were right. It's Jerome Baker because I've been to a spot in Vegas before, and he has like some of those old on his old school display. And I'm like, I was like, this is just a nug
We had
jar.
that locked down, dude. The jar thing. We
Oh yeah, we had that shit
It was
before
like-
anybody.
literally, we've all pulled up, park, get in our little table on the patio at the Rainbow.
Now we just settle for mason jars
That's
because
whack,
those other jars are way too expensive. Because you know Jerome,
But
you know he wasn't charging an arm and a leg for those fucking jars like people do now. Like that jar now, that Jerome Baker jar would probably be worth the fucking rack.
Yeah, they were like what, like 100, 110
Yeah,
bucks
at
back
that
then?
point. Yeah,
Like those jars are still pretty expensive because the only thing that has happened now is they've become more like complex with the details. Like
You
there's my homie Empty One Glass. He makes the dab baller jars, but then since he's from that era, he's been blowing like 25 years. He used to make those, and he was like, "Hey, check it out, the new version of it." And it's just like a big jar with the screw-on lid, but it's mad designs and just color waves on it, but it's modern with today's glass.
Right.
So people are still making them, and you're like, oh man, this can't be too expensive. These shits are like $500.
$500.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
$700.
Look,
bro.
he made Jerome
But
Baker.
They're thick glass.
Yeah.
though.
but
You know what I mean?
it's-
So it's
yeah, they're
heavy,
very
thick glass.
But dude, it's all the shit on some of these jars is almost like, bro, like, you know, you've seen stained glass at a church. It's like some beautiful ass shit in these jars.
Oh, yeah.
now
yeah,
because
the
they've
ones we
done-
would get would just have like bubbles and little.
Yeah, they'd have bubbles
Yeah.
of different color
millies and
splashes,
shit.
and then they came in 3 different sizes. There was the small ones, the mediums, and then the fucking big ones. I had one of each.
Yeah, I was just
logo in the glass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What were you
Yeah,
gonna say?
the nug jars right there.
Yeah.
Those are the classic ones.
Yeah,
That's dude. We used to roll.
We
with
used
those,
to
like an ounce.
roll
you
with
could
those.
stuff an ounce in there. It'd be packed in tight.
pretty much.
But you'd have an OZ right there.
What were you gonna say, Les?
that before the jars, I was just thinking like Ziplocs used to make a lot of money, right? With the drug
Ziploc.
dealers.
Oh yeah, they still
Think
do
about it.
though.
They still, right?
They still
You
do.
still get the Ziploc.
Black market motherfuckers. It's in a fucking zip.
It's actually like these days when you go to like a sesh, or if you go, some people will specifically look for the dude who will not do the bells and whistles on his weed, and he'll just be sitting there with the jars and just a Ziploc bag, because that 9 times out of 10, that dude don't need the bells and whistles on his weed unless he's really trying to chase a brand. This was trying to chase a bag, and he probably grows some fire ass shit.
Fire.
And I usually will go check out what these guys have, and like out of like 5 people that I see that are doing this, out of like, let's just say like a Kush Stock size event, I'm hitting like 3, bro, because they have something that's just like, I'm like, hey, bro,
Exactly.
Well,
where
that's
have you
just
been
like
growing it?
that's like going to one of them the market. What do they call it?
Like a farmer's market?
Like a farmer's market, right?
Yeah.
Like there's not big brands. It's all fucking brought to you by local motherfuckers who
Local
make it
farmers.
themselves. And sometimes that's better than the fucking major brands that are out there, because they, you know, it's not as much to manage. It's limited numbers, and they could put more care on it, and it's significantly better sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that don't surprise me. You know, like you will find better flower in places like this, that like people that they don't necessarily grow in mass volume, more boutique, limited numbers.
So
You know,
one of the beauties of being, you know, soul assassins, and even when we weren't on tour together, was there was still an effort to prove to me and my band that, you know, our weed is the best local weed in town.
oh yeah, that was a perk.
Oh, yeah.
Total
Well,
perk.
we'd send the one homie out, or whoever does have it, bring them back with their homies, and we'll
Yeah.
roll up.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
You had to know people, or you know, we were lucky enough to be in a time of hip hop where, you know, we did talk about blazing weed, and motherfuckers that were like minded were like, when we got to their city, and it happened for Funk Dubious, it happened for House Pain and Cypress, wherever we went, motherfuckers was like, hey, we got that shit right here, come try it, or we just want to give you this. I remember going to Canada for one of our first times, and we met this dude named Sam. He called himself Sam I Am, right? He looked like Ronnie James Dio.
Nice.
And he would come to all our shows out there, every single fucking one. But the very first one we came to, or that we did out there, and he came to, he brought us an ounce of the greenest Canadian weed, not the bullshit that they used to send over the border with that, BC crap.
Right.
Like some shit that was grown out there by some motherfuckers that knew what they were doing. And
fire behind the wall.
yes, and then to top it off, he gives us an ounce of mushrooms.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And indeed.
Yeah. But he was tapped in with some of those local guys doing limited numbers, but that put a lot of care into the bag. And he was one of them that he's like, hey, let me show you what the good shit is out here.
That's cool.
And because we talked about herb, and when we started talking about our mushroom experiences, which we had many of, motherfuckers they still bring weed and mushrooms to give us to this day, whether it's chocolates, gummies, or actual mushrooms.
Yeah, bro. You say you do mushroom ones, and then you kick it around a certain amount of people. People just assume you just keep doing it. They just keep getting like.
Well, look, we should legalize psilocybin. That is for sure.
Coming, dude. They're just getting ready. They're putting the structure in place to monetize the shit out of it. Big Pharma ain't gonna let you have it until they got some fingers in it at the very least.
It's the same with weed and everything else.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, people should make more efforts to
the great part,
create to create the fucking vibe to like, hey, let's go out and make an effort to get this shit legal, because it helps people in all sorts of areas. What were we gonna say?
So easy to make at home.
Yeah.
So easy to do.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not hard to do well.
A lot of people are growing mushrooms at their crib these days.
I'm gonna be honest, man. That's what my friend. We had a mushroom kit sponsor one time at some point for my podcast, and the dude claimed that it was the easiest fucking shit. And for some reason, bro, after like 7 attempts, we're like, listen, they just don't come out.
Right.
Yeah, we just couldn't figure it out, bro.
It's science, baby.
And science was not.
Your science wasn't there. C-Sun didn't teach you the science.
Nah, science was just never one of those things.
Yeah.
Bro. I was like, yo.
It's all right. It's not for all of us.
I'm sure it's
science fiction.
Somebody showed.
Look, there's people that wanted to grow weed.
Just right. It's one of those things where it's like almost like an aquarium. Everything's gotta hit right.
True that.
The dark, the moisture, everything you gotta. When I say easy, I say once it's dialed in, it does it for itself.
Autopilot type deal. Yeah.
But yes, you do need to hit that sweet spot to get it done.
Yeah. I mean,
I know some cats that do it well.
I mean, if you get some pointers from some motherfuckers that actually know how to flip it, you might catch the momentum. But hey, look, it's like weed. Not everybody could grow weed. It seems like it's easy.
Tried that too.
But it's stress.
I grew
because
some weed before.
But I'm saying if you're growing it for yourself, it's not that stressful.
It was
but if you're growing it,
throw it in the backyard.
If you're growing it to try to get in the marketplace, there's a whole lot of layers to it.
Man,
you cannot be wishy-washy about the shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna set this grow room up. I'm gonna get some people to work on it. Then I'm gonna go fuck off and do whatever. No, you got to be in that grow. Supervising it, looking over it, making sure that there ain't shit out of place every fucking day if you want it to be successful. You cannot not be there if you're the guy or the girl with the goods of, having the knowledge of how this shit is supposed to go, how it's supposed to look, what it's supposed to do at this point.
I mean, you gotta fuck around with it, man. Like I planted 6 seeds, but like 4 of them came out, and believe it was just fucking around. But believe it or not, the shit grew.
Yeah, well,
it grew. To what he's talking about, like when it's a grow, like like if you leave the spot I'm gonna go to the mall and buy some shit for 2 hours, and just during that 2 hours, your AC goes out.
Done deal.
Bang, whole house is done.
Especially if it's in the summer.
Unless you have like the right equipment in place. There are nowadays, I think, auto switches. Like temperature hits a certain level, certain things kick into motion. But it's that in depth, man. You can't. It's crazy.
Well, some
just water it and grow.
Some cultivations now have systems to back themselves up. So, like, if something doesn't go off when it's supposed to, it alerts them. Like they could fucking find it through their app and be like, "Hey,
your plants are fucked.
Something is happening over here. Hey, whoever's in the fucking cultivation at that point, you could give direction to, hey, go check this immediately. But if you don't have that, you might be fucked. Now, if we're talking about just growing for yourself in the backyard, all you got to do is water it every day. You don't got to put no fucking nutrients in there. Keep the bugs off of it and wait till all the hairs are not white or 85 to 90% of it, right?
Right.
Because, I mean, you could put teas in it. You know, there are people do these nutrient teas and they put in the shit. But if you could just, you know, if you have good water, right? If you pH your water and water that shit, you don't need all the shit. And you could just grow it for you. But, like, trying to grow it to, like, sell to people, it's a different game. And you got to have that discipline to be on this shit because this is your money right here. And also your reputation in terms of continuing to get money. Because if it's good, people's going to always come to you. People are going to come to you when they know that you're restocked. But if it's shit, it's a one-time buy or a desperation. You're the last motherfucker on the line that I'm going to call. I'm going to call 10 motherfuckers before I call you type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a commitment. Let's just say that.
For sure.
But fortunately, you know, in this day and age, man, there's a lot of motherfuckers making that commitment that are talented growers that got great genetics. We've been seeing it all over the states that are weed-friendly states.
Yeah.
And salute to all those cultivators out there and all those people creating new genetics that are fucking fire too. But to Texas, come on, get y'all shit together, Texas.
That's such a horrible law.
Oh my God.
I mean, but you know everybody smokes out there.
Yeah, they do.
That's the shit.
It does. I don't understand why they're fucking peeling it all back. They're supposed to be moving forward to it.
Right.
Y'all gonna get paid off of it?
It's George Bush.
Come on. No, it's not George Bush. He ain't got shit.
But then they lose their easiest way to lock up black and brown people. Oh,
That
sorry.
part.
Did I say that out loud?
Well, there's many ways to do that.
Good point.
Weed ain't.
It'll be beeped up.
No, but it can add to the list. Of,
It does add to the list,
It's
for
the easy
sure.
It's the easiest probable cause.
Hey, y'all are smoking
Because
weed.
9 times out of 10, let's be honest, black or brown people smoking their car, bro.
Yeah, but they're
And we were talking about that
We're just
today.
like, you don't even have to smell. They can just say they smell it.
Yep, that's all they need to say.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, I
suggest
think
it.
I
Hey, it
smell
smells
marijuana,
like
sir.
weed over here.
Yeah, it smells like weed.
And if you got weed in the car and you say you don't and they toss it and they find it, then you're even more fucked.
Unless it's a cool cop.
Well, no. See,
You
the
got
only
those-
way it's a
I've
cool,
had in those.
yeah,
cool
but the only
cops
way
that-
it's a cool cop is if you tell him that you got it, and then he or she might be cool with you. But if they find it after you told them, nah, I ain't got nothing.
Exactly.
watch
It's
out
just
now.
better to just be
It's
up
just-
front.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't know.
But in
I got a
Texas,
dead body in the back.
but in Texas, you're taking a gamble. But either way, look, if they find it,
Yeah.
you're probably in better shape if you just give it up than if they fucking find it and you
Sometimes
told
that's
them you didn't have
sometimes-
it.
Sometimes that's a trap, though. You can't always believe. Oh yeah, tell
It's
me,
a
and
trap.
everything
You
will
gotta
be
go.
all right. Once you tell them, all right,
Well,
get
yeah,
up
but
against the
but,
wall.
but here's this though: like if you don't cop to it, and they say, okay, stand over here, we're gonna toss the car, and they find it, they're gonna treat you like a bigger dickhead after that.
Yeah.
So it's like if you know you're
chance you gotta
got,
take.
if you know you're got, I mean, you might in Texas. I'm saying
Texas.
you got some weed and you know you're got. There's no reason that you should fucking deny it. You should just say, you know what? Yeah, I got a fucking ounce of weed right here. Blah blah blah. They might be cool with you, might not be, but
Right.
they're gonna be
Right.
more cool with you for saying, you know what? This motherfucker admitted that he had the weed, as opposed to like making me toss this fucking car. Because, you know, you never know what else they might find in that car.
Yeah.
Magically.
Yeah. And
I can't imagine after you admit to having weed, they're not tossing the car anyways.
right.
Well,
I mean, some of those cops.
All I'm saying
This
to
is a
you
cool
is
cop,
that
like
either way, they're gonna toss the car.
They out there, a couple.
And when they find it after you told them you didn't have it,
They're gonna be
the situation's a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe an inkling of coolness, they might say, you know what, we're going to let you off with a warning because you were honest.
Yep,
Don't
yep.
be rolling through Texas with fucking weed.
We'll make you step on it and steal your gun.
Or they might make you step on it. But that's better than going to jail.
Yes.
In Texas.
In Texas.
I'm out there stepping for a long time.
Texas.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
I've looked in this situation a lot, and I've seen so many videos, but every lawyer that I've looked into, they always say, if they're accusing you of something, just do not say a word. You literally don't talk to them, and you fight it in court.
You're talking about locked up abroad?
No. I'm saying even if you get busted with weed, like if I'm in Texas and I get caught with weed, I'm just gonna you have to identify yourself. I'm gonna identify myself, but I'm literally not saying a fucking word to that cop.
Guess what?
I'm pleading. I'm gonna plead the fifth, and I'm literally not gonna talk to you.
And guess what?
I literally won't say a fucking word to you.
And guess what?
Just faking that.
And then you just go to court and you fight it in court.
And guess what? That shit ain't gonna work.
Yep.
Because in Texas, they don't play that shit.
But the judge, though, every judge though says, like whatever you say to the cops can and will be used against you. And I've literally have seen judges in videos. They will tell their client, not the client, but they'll tell the defendant, and they'll be like, "Hey, literally, like, why'd you talk to the cop? Like, you don't have to talk to these guys. You literally gave up.
That's
Coke.
Yes,
literally gave up the evidence and everything like that.
In some places, this is true, but in Texas, it's a little bit different.
I also, if I may, and I mean this in the most absolutely respectful way, sir, I think Be Real forgets what it's like to be a normal human. He's a weed advocate and a superstar, and even the most staunch fucking Texas cop would probably still be like, all right, you told me you had the weed, get the fuck out of here, bro. We know. You're Be Real, we know. The average cat ain't getting away with that shit. So.
No, you're not getting away with it, but I mean...
And then you hope that the police mess up on their paperwork or something like that.
Hey, listen, if they toss your car, it's not going to matter what you say or don't say.
But just don't go to Texas.
Go around Texas.
I don't know. I just know like every lawyer in America will tell you do not talk to the cops because whatever you say will be used against you.
You should just talk to them in like a fake
Okay, let's just say you don't talk to them, right? Say, hey, we're going to need you to get out of the car.
My name is
you have to get out of the car.
Okay, so when you get out of the car,
you can ask why,
and they search your car and find whatever it is that you shouldn't have.
I want my attorney.
And then they're gonna say, "Freeze, motherfucker!"
No, you're already out the car, and the police basically custody. I mean, they basically have you out of the car. Are you thinking?
All I'm saying is,
are you gonna run? You're like on the highway in Texas.
All I'm saying is, don't give up your rights. Everybody has rights.
Try.
Of course, you don't give up your rights. I get it. I'm just saying, in some places, you don't even want to fucking play that game. Like, to roll through Texas with pounds of weed is not.
It's not smart.
It's not
Go
smart.
around.
So you
Spend
could
the gas
say
money.
that shit all you want, Bolted. But reality is reality. We've been through Texas many a times, and those cops don't play.
Yeah,
whether you want to tell them something or you don't want to tell them something,
you better off with a bag of coke.
Bolton has that look though, where he could just be.
He could get away with it.
He could be committing like Jeffrey Dahmer crimes, and nobody would ever fucking pick up on it. You know what I mean? Like Bolton just looks like that, just low key.
I think in Texas you could like
let
buy
me give
an
you an
assault
example
rifle and take it out of the shop the same
Can
day.
I give y'all a little example?
But you
Okay,
can't have
you and I know this, and you probably too, you know, depending on your tour routing, is going from Texas into what is it? New Mexico. There's the border right there, right?
I know that.
Everybody, and I mean everybody, gets fucked with at this border.
True.
Especially Bobo.
I was on a solo tour with Busy Bone. It was him and I were rolling out, and we go through this fucking. We told the bus driver to go north and not go through this border, but he fucking didn't listen to us, and he went through the fucking New Mexico shit. So of course they board the bus. Dude recognizes me off topic. Oh, Be Real. I know there's weed on this bus. Tell you what, just give it up right now, and no one goes to jail. You know, because I got to bring the dog in to clear the bus, and if this bus doesn't get cleared, I have to take somebody to jail for whatever we find. I'm like, oh, no problem. I brought in a little fucking jar that had just a little bit of weed, and he looks at it, he goes, come on. If our dogs are trained to smell more than this. This is nothing. If you have something significant, that's what our dog's going to smell. So if you're telling me this is all you got to bring the dog in, and if it doesn't clear the bus, I have to take someone in. I'm like, all right, cool. I bring in the fucking pound. I tell him it's not a pound. I tell him it's half a pound. He didn't have a fucking scale, so I'm like, well, you know, we got a half a pound of weed. It's for our tour, and here it is. He goes, all right, choose one. I'm like, choose one what? He goes, one of your guys here. I'm like, for what? Thought you said no one's going to jail. He goes, oh, no one's going to jail, but one of you guys are going to go take this weed and put it in that dumpster over there. And then you guys could fuck off across the border to your show, or, you know, to New Mexico to do your show.
Damn.
So Ennis, we chose Ennis. Remember Ennis?
Yeah.
Harry Gordy. We chose Harry. And we watched him do the walk of shame to the dumpster, where probably a couple of their homies picked it up later and enjoyed a nice pound of OG. But guess what? No citing, no jail, only inconvenience.
Yeah, I mean, everybody goes through that shit.
Now, had I rode the line like I would have normally, like in the 90s, like, fuck you, we ain't got nothing, one of us was going to jail because they wouldn't have cleared.
Who do you think they would have got?
Me. I was the most notable. It would have taken one of the guys to jump on the hand grenade and say, no, it was mine. But I wouldn't have done that. It was my weed, so I would have claimed it.
Wow.
So they would have, you know, probably taken me. But
Pointed at
salute to those fucking guys, cuz.
Salute, but it's also your Be Real. That dude was a super fan, dude.
I'm just saying.
Did a little flex on you.
No. Let me say something here. Willie Nelson had been through that same border, that same crossing, went to jail for that weed. It was in the news. Wow. Wiz Khalifa went through that crossing, went to jail, was in the news. I think Snoop even got hemmed up at that same spot.
Wow.
And they all probably denied the weed.
Probably so.
But that's all the point is I'm saying is like they probably claimed the weed would have got. I'm not saying that didn't.
That's what that is my point.
Okay, I'm high as fuck.
We're
talking about weed too much.
No. We're in agreement.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is had they been honest about the weed, maybe they don't go to jail that day. You know what I mean?
Right.
He made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Dude.
Give up the weed, nobody goes to jail. Here you go.
I would have been like, nah, fuck that jail.
And then you would have had to go to court in Texas, which you don't want to do.
And then you're not gonna get to keep the weed either.
You just ask Bobo about Texas. All right, you just get just have a little interview with
Bobo swallowed his weed.
Have you ever told the Bobo story about the passport?
Oh yeah, that's
Like this weed.
That's
this
well
is
known.
Dog's weed.
It's well known. The hash face photo.
His hash face photo.
Hash face photo. He fucking takes his passport out in front of the fucking border agent. Fucking hash stuck on the face of the photo. You know what I mean? Where your face is supposed to be. It was ironic.
Wow.
You know, shit happens.
Now they.
I don't know if idiot was appropriate, but definitely stoned. Where are we at here? Let me look at the times here. Oh, let's see. You know what? I lit this fucking blunt, and I didn't even realize that I lit this blunt, and I, wasn't even paying attention. But that's because it's Natural Leaf Wraps by Al Capone, son. Pedro rolled this one up. It's very nice. It's easy to roll for all you beginners. They're self-adhesive strip. They burn slow and they taste pretty good because, like I would have been put it out by now.
I'm saying.
Check the link in bio. Get yourself Al Capone Premium Leaf Wraps that hit better. Indulge in quality with Al Capone Leaf Wraps because real is better than perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because, not everything can be perfect. You know what I'm saying? How about, I know you're not going to connect to this conversation,
okay.
But Minnesota got put out. Sorry, Bolton. And this is the reason why I did it. It was for Bolton. I just wanted to send my condolences for your Timberwolves that got sliced and diced by the. They got thunderstruck.
That was
son.
brutal. That was brutal.
They got thunderstruck. Look at this.
Oh, damn. So are they out now?
They are out.
Over.
So
They are officially on vacation. C minus.
And tonight, Knicks game should be popping off tonight, right?
Yeah, the Knicks got to hold on right here. We'll see if they still got some of that fight in them. You know
Was
what I
it
mean?
one of the Minnesota dudes that walked around Lakers Stadium when he won or something like that?
Wait,
who was the
who?
guy who walked around, had to walk around the whole crypto arena?
It was probably the guy who used to play there, which is
No,
Randolph.
who's the guy we showed on Instagram where he had to walk from?
Yeah, because he lost.
Oh, that was Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce. He lost the bet.
Oh, okay. I heard he had something going on for this.
Oh, wait a minute. He lost a bet. He bet for the Lakers. He bet the Lakers to win against Minnesota.
No, remember we showed the Paul Pierce video?
Oh
of him
yeah,
walking,
okay. That's
like,
a whole different get
He
down.
said I'd walk like 20 miles or whatever
Yeah,
if the
no.
Lakers lose.
I'm glad he had to walk those 20 miles. Too bad for you.
You know what else is going on in sports news?
What?
Carlos Vela finally retired.
Oh yeah. Hey, salute to Carlos Vela for bringing a ring to the LAFC. Bing. Yeah, man. Deserves his flowers, man.
He put on, before we were going there regularly, and he put on when we saw him get the ring. As much as I don't like his sportsmanship, he deserves his flowers.
Good player.
Once upon a time, yes.
Yeah.
That's also like one of the best times in sports I've been to in LA.
Oh yeah, they make it fun.
I want to go again with you.
Oh yeah,
Chavo took me and my youngest, and just so happens that day, the Little Mermaid hadn't opened up yet.
Yeah.
But Haley, I'm sorry, I forget her last name, but the Little Mermaid was sitting right next to us, and my daughter was just sitting there like,
awesome.
I didn't
Froze
even
up.
realize. I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "That's the Little Mermaid." It was amazing for everybody involved. But that little section of 50 or 20, 30,
Yeah,
32,
32-52s, yeah.
32-52.
32-52. That shit goes off, man.
Haley Bailey.
Yeah, they go off.
right. Halle Bailey. Haley Bailey.
Haley Bailey.
I think it's
Haley,
it's not
Hallie.
Haley. It's Halle Bailey, right?
Haley, there you go.
I think so.
I want to go to the Saturday game. It's a lot on the line. There's millions on the line.
Come on.
And they're playing against America, and I guess whoever wins is gonna go on to play in I don't know if it's a tournament. It's not a part of the World Cup, but it's during the World Cup, so it's technically a part of it.
Word.
It'd be cool to see that LAFC.
Salute to the boys, man. All right. Cali Vibes is going down June 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
Get ready to vibe with some of your favorite artists. Enter for a chance to meet them, win VIP passes and a backstage experience with Slightly Stupid, YG Marley, and Dr. Greenthumb. To enter, go to link in Cali Vibes Instagram page. All right.
Is that YG Marley together, or is that YG and Marley?
Yeah, it's YG Marley. It's
Okay. So it's not YG and somebody.
I think that's Lauren's son, right? YG Marley. Lauren.
I guess Marley. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I think
There's a lot of
that's
sons.
Lauren
Or
Hill's.
It could be a son of a son at this point.
No, I believe that's maybe Lauren Hill's son right there,
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's been doing shows.
Grandson then of.
Yeah, grandson of
Yeah, that's
Bob.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, grandson of Bob. But
No,
he's
man.
making noise. He's out there doing
That
shit.
remix, that 25th anniversary remix of Jump Around where Muggs got Damian Marley on his shit, man.
Yeah.
That shit murderous.
There's the genius of DJ Muggs. It happens. You know what I mean? When you're not even expected it.
That's
It
sick.
just pops out of fucking nowhere. Today is National Paperclip Day for some goddamn reason.
Thank God.
You know what? When it's days like this, it should be the National I Ain't Going for This Shit Day.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the community.
I'm still bucking for it's national. I'm too fucking high for this shit day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where's that one? I can't believe it didn't exist already.
And what day did we say that should land on? A Monday, right?
Definitely a Monday.
Because that's the day when all of
or
it
tax day or something like
or
that.
tax day, yeah.
I'm too fucking high for this
Yeah.
shit. Election day. Something stupid.
I don't even know how to say
Erection
this.
day.
I don't even know how to say this next fucking day, so I'm not saying it. don't even know what it is, man.
You have like some weird, like invisible teleprompter.
How do you fucking say that?
Coavin.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
It's a meal of some sort, and it looks like it'd be delicious, but I can't say it. It's very
Coco
French.
van.
Magnificent.
Coquavin.
Chicken is
I
braised
think
with
like
wine,
here they
lardon,
call it coco van.
mushrooms, and actually.
Yeah, that's a good French dish, right?
That's a French
try it.
dish. I would try it.
And
It
if I'm
looks.
saying it wrong, I'm fucking
Ooh.
white trash. Get
bring
over it.
I try it.
I would definitely try it.
But I've heard of coco van before, and that looks like it.
I fuck with it.
You go to a French restaurant, you
Like
ask for
chicken
that.
stew, kind of barbecue-y, mushrooms, and
Looks good.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Some French fries.
let's order some.
There's a lot of garlic, B.
The French fries on the side. I'm
The
good.
garlic's great for you.
Yeah, it is. It's great for
Help
you.
you get right.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with it.
Why?
Keep the
It
vampires
just, I don't
away.
know. It looks like it's too much going on. You know.
What?
Oh, you gotta try it.
You just try a
I
piece.
feel like it would be beef. I'd be like, oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna settle down for. I'll try it, like, yeah, but I'm not gonna. It doesn't look like something where I'd be like, I'd commit to the whole meal, you know.
Oh, yeah, you
Well, I
never
think
know.
that what
I
you
feel
saw there was like for an entire like plate.
Yeah, that's not for one person.
That was like a whole chicken.
That's like, hey, everybody grab
like
a
a family right
Like
there.
3
grab,
homies.
grab your piece, man. I mean, that'd be pretty gluttonous if you were trying to eat
grab
all
a
that.
leg and a little scoop of veggies, and you're good, bro.
Yeah, just a small piece.
We're not gonna force like feed food down your gullet or anything. Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah, you come in like an old school parent. You better clean your fucking plate, young man.
Damn.
You ain't getting up from the table till it's gone.
You can't even move from the table after all that.
I heard that.
Right.
Been there.
Did you know it is the birthday of Mike Picaro from Toto? Born on this day in 1955. Salute to Mike.
Picaro, yeah. Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah, they all are. They wrote a lot of fucking songs in the 80s for a lot of other bands other than themselves.
Yeah, their story was they were just a bunch of session guys and then just decided to like make a record and be a band,
hits.
right?
Yeah.
Hits. A lot of hits got made that way.
Some of the greatest yacht rock hits of all time came from those guys right there.
Yep.
And he played
Studio.
on a lot of other stuff besides Toto as well. Like,
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
Toto.
They're looking at you right now. Like, we're fucking Toto.
Dude, look at him. Those are just badass.
Doesn't dude with the long, well,
No.
okay, all right. So there's, yes, that guy that you got the
He's
thing
getting
on.
real
the
big
lead
Michael
singer.
McDonald vibes right there.
That looks like it'd be Callie Blaze's uncle with hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
I would
Right?
like to see
You
Cali
see it?
Blaze.
Other
Looks like
dude,
he would talk
other
like
dude
that,
looks
too.
like Elton John in a members only jacket right there with the bow tie.
All right.
They was definitely sniffing.
Could
Cocaine
be.
was involved in this picture.
There's a lot of
Sure.
cocaine that got passed
I could
around.
see it in their nostrils.
It was right out on the
Lots of
other side of the
cocaine
wall.
went up them nostrils. Did you know?
Those frames were popular too. Whatever those are like
Beer
the Karen
bottle.
frames now.
Yes, they were popular.
These are like old white
Look,
lady
look.
frames.
He just wanted you to
Jaw,
know
look at
that.
his jaw.
Word up.
C minus all the way to the right.
Yep. Did you know? It is the birthday of LaToya Jackson, born on this day in 1956.
Oh, LaToya.
That's not a good picture of LaToya right there. How dare they?
They never have a good picture of any celebrity when you Google it.
They
bro.
do sometimes, but that was not a good one of LaToya right there, bro. That was
Yeah, she
Kinda-
got.
She should just be a stripper.
why.
What?
I think she's way too old for
You know,
that. man.
it's got to be super fucking tough to just be in a family where there's like just even not just one, but maybe like 2 or 3 motherfuckers that just are so big that there's nothing you could do about it but be.
Well, she had a chance, but her shit just didn't resonate. You know, it wasn't like as good as the others, unfortunately.
She was on We Are the World, guys.
Yeah, but
Did she have a solo line?
No, she didn't have no solo
Okay,
lines.
she was in the fucking pictures.
She
then,
was.
bro.
And
Yeah.
she was in the video. She's
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah. Background.
Here she is now.
Yeah, she's had her journey, man. We
It
can't
was
take
here
away
just
from
the
that.
other day. We were talking about We Are the World, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You got to watch that still.
Out of a family so big, do people
I
really
thought I was having weird deja vu. Sorry to step on you, bro.
Huh?
do people really expect everybody to be a star, bro? If you come from like a family, like
It's not
that?
possible that everybody
That's what
could
I'm
be a
saying.
star.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Aim
why
for it.
well, they all aim.
Yeah,
for
but
it, for
she
sure?
tried.
No, but it was the family factor of that thing. It just had to be a tough existence because you were famous regardless.
like a shadow. To
and
live
even
under.
if you were famous, she would have had if she would have not tried to do dog shit in her whole life, she still would have been famous her
Yeah.
whole life.
Right.
Yeah, for
You know
being
what
a
I mean?
Jackson.
So
Yeah.
it's got to be tough. Because now that seems like a life of trying to prove something.
Well, I think too,
Whereas,
she
like,
saw her
that-
brothers want to be not want to be like her brothers being stars, and she wanted that.
effortlessly.
Yeah.
Like it's just effortless. Well, not effortless. They got beaten
They
into
had to work.
submission and trained very hard for it all their lives, but they were stars, and they were Michael and Janet in
I
particular.
mean, regardless, she's a legend. Regardless.
Yes,
Damn,
for sure.
that's a big ass family, bro. I thought it was.
And there's
five.
more than that.
Wait, there's
like musical.
Wait, there's more than this?
Yes, there's
Damn.
Rebe, the older sister.
I thought it was
She's
Jackson
she's
5.
I guess she's right there.
Well,
No, but there's
that's the brothers.
there's a younger brother coming later. You just don't see him here.
No, there's 5 right there.
Yeah, but there's also another brother
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not in this shot because he's not old enough yet.
Yeah.
When Michael fucks off, they end up bringing him, and he's the fifth Jackson for a while.
Or whatever. No, that was a Michael Jackson tour. They had a weird tour with the Jacksons, and it was no Michael.
Yeah,
I remember back then.
true that. Did you know it is the birthday of Noel Gallagher
Yes.
of Oasis? Born on this day in 1967.
Dude, they're about to have the biggest tour like overseas. I think they're doing like 8 Wembley dates or some shit. Like their comeback tour starts in like a couple months. But yeah,
I just think they should like actually fight right before the set every night.
Just have a
Live on
boxing
stage.
match every
like
night.
live on stage. Just,
Just
have a
fucking-
little, put a little
come on, bloke.
roundabout there, and then go on and rock all the jam. I love Oasis. Dude.
Yeah,
They're rap.
um,
One of my
The
favorites.
whole shit.
He's actually the, and he's the cool one, and he's the cool one. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he writes all the riffs and writes all the songs.
Younger brother is a total cunt.
He's amazing though.
He's amazing,
He's
but he's a cunt.
absolutely.
I want my hair
Liam.
like that.
And I mean that.
But all credit due to him, ass whipping or not, taking one or giving one, he's game for his.
Yep.
Yeah, he still is.
Absolutely.
That's what I
He
mean.
still
I
is.
like that shit.
He's like the way that Johnny Rotten sort of used to be, where he would just talk shit on GP because he could, and he was going to stand by. He was going to stand
Yeah.
on the shit he talked.
Yep.
And that's Liam.
Yep.
So yeah, in that way I respect him. But he talked a lot of shit.
So dude.
Yes, he did. Did you know it is the birthday of Mel B? Les Spice Gal.
Oh shit.
Very spicy.
Current photo.
That's me.
Yeah, they didn't do her right on her photos.
Well,
She's out there working though. She's doing America's Got Talent still. You know what I'm
Look
saying?
at that.
She used to hang out with us at
Tatas.
She used to hang out with us at the Rainbow every now and then, smoke out.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool people.
she'll be like, "Can I get a hit?"
She'll spice up your life. Did you know in 1984 the Fat Boys dropped their self-titled album Fat Boys?
Oh, this is one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
Yeah.
Like stick 'em. Oh my god, all that with
That's
fresh
classic-
beats
classics.
and rhymes collide.
The Fat Boys had a good run, man.
Produced by Curtis Blow, I believe.
Yeah.
Sir.
Damn.
They had a dope run because they they were sort of the template before Kid and Play started getting their movies. It was the Fat Boys.
And then
Oh yeah, for sure. Disorderlies.
Yeah.
All
I
You
think
Can
there's
Eat.
one other one.
All You Can Eat.
All You Can Eat. That was a
Yeah,
movie. Yeah,
yeah.
I knew it was a song.
Yeah.
he did a whole
Classics,
soundtrack.
man.
Yeah. Salute to the Fat Boys. Rest in peace, Prince Marky D.
Monkey.
Did you know in 1987 LL Cool J dropped Bigger and Deffer? Classic.
Another classic.
So
That's a dope.
that shit changed the game right there.
Sure did. That album cover is fucking dope too.
That's
I'm
all.
surprised some of these unoriginal motherfuckers ain't bit it.
Dude, that's
That was a game changer.
Oh, I
right
Need
there.
Love.
about candy.
That was probably the first hip hop ballad right there.
Yeah, he caught shit for that though. It won huge, but he still, I mean, I remember he caught shit for that. Now that's
He didn't give a
classic,
fuck.
though.
Nobody was gonna tell him shit.
First got to do that shit.
Is that the joint with Candy?
Hey Love was
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
There was Hey Love before that, maybe though. Hey Love.
He mastered the art of making
Love.
songs for the
Song,
girls.
yeah, yeah.
Son.
Yep.
My dude right here, OG, Mr. Cool J right here, he made the art. Like he gave hip hop a subgenre, like ballad rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now, Drake walks all over that shit, and guys like Drake, like just pretty much do the LL Cool J mathematics. I'ma sell
R&B rap shit.
I'ma sell records to the girls.
Brought that to life. Man.
Yeah.
Around the way, girl. Come on, that was. That was a jam. Man.
Hey love, hey lover. You know.
Hey lover, hey lover's a good
all that
one.
shit.
That one I think was kind of based on the one I was just talking about. They kind of took off of King Son from earlier.
Yeah, that's the one.
Might have been
That's
right
the one I
before
like.
I Need Love, which
Yeah,
was
Hey
Hey
Love was a
Love.
big record.
Hey Love.
Hey love.
Hey Love.
Yeah, with
Sounded like
King
Rock
Son.
Him a little bit.
all the noise in the back.
Shout out to King Son though.
Yeah, but
Record
I need love was first.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying?
That was the first.
Was the very first
love hip hop ballad.
That was very vulnerable of LL Cool J's son, as they would call it today. It was very
And it was
vulnerable.
over Art of Noise. I'm sorry, Art of Noise.
Art of Noise.
That sample.
Yeah.
So he needed love first. And then
That
he
was
got a love
dope,
first.
too.
Moments in love.
That's crazy how we brought that in as like fans of hip hop, that we accepted that, and there was like nothing hip hop about it, but yet it was.
It was so dope.
It's weird. That is a unique song in the catalog of what we consider hip hop. That song you just mentioned by Art of Noise.
Yeah,
I think Art
Moments
of
in
Noise
Love.
is an ill band.
Dope.
Like that.
Yeah, they were
Nuts.
dope.
Dude,
Their shit was cutting edge. They didn't even really have lyrics in their
They
shit.
had a good run though.
Art of Noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's Trevor Horn. He ended up being mega producer later. Produced all the Seal records, but like
Didn't he
beatbox.
produce some Tears for Fears too?
He may have.
I think he
Trevor
did
Horn, yeah.
All the Rules of the World album. I think
He
did
may
a bunch
have.
of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor Horn is the man. Look at his discography is fucking
I
super.
could be wrong, but I think so.
Word up.
Yeah,
Salute to
beatbox.
Trevor Horn for all the greatness, man. And did you know, in 1995, Mobb Deep dropped their single Survival of the Fittest. Classic,
Winners get the money.
legendary material right there. Rest in peace, Prodigy.
There's a war
You know, I
going on outside.
I was listening to Prodigy's last record, the one that he like released before his he passed,
Yeah.
and that shit's like all conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, he was deep into that shit.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Illuminati got my mind, soul, and my body. Yeah, he's been saying that's
Forever.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's a hip hop generation baby of the
Conspiracy.
pale horse.
Yeah.
Behold, yes.
That's the Bible to like a lot that whole side.
but his like last record is he's just like full of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was like on some, I'm going to expose this, that, and the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, I mean, a lot of us read that Behold the Pale Horse book.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
took
I bought
pieces.
it off the 40 Dukes in New York.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't buy it in a bookstore.
Yeah.
You had to buy it off like a book stand on the street.
That's how I bought it.
African
Had
cat.
to.
Yeah.
But it was easily in New York. You could find all that.
You could
crazy
find
shit.
it. You could find a lot of good books in New York for sure. And a lot of the shit that William Cooper, who wrote that book,
Yes.
talked about is actually happening today. So, Prodigy was talking about all that shit, that we read in those books, and and then connecting all the dots on what is happening
Right.
and more of the fuck shit that's happening.
Yeah.
And he tapped right into that.
Dude,
know what I mean?
reading what he wrote about, he said what Area 51 was, and then the agreement, the countries made with aliens and shit, and how they were all dude, that shit was.
I believe that, a lot of our technology that you just can't fucking explain how the hell a man would have come up with that.
Right.
Like wires.
Like when you see vehicle,
Okay,
you see
yeah.
things in the sky.
fuck am I-
Normally
I
you
can't
can see
even-
something just
it's
flying
hard.
over, but when you see something fly, they make these sudden movements in the sky. You're like, all right, man, that's not any of our technology.
No, but they probably gave us hand-me-down technology, bro. Because to them to turn the electricity is probably nothing to them.
I don't think any of the technology is hand-me-down, is necessity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Imagine.
But here's the thing, right? Like our military and our politicians look to weaponize technology like that. Like, how can we use it to make our military and our spy op shit better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the dangerous part of that. But please believe a lot of the stuff that we get, right? It's let's just say those the fucking night vision goggles. You could get those commercially now. Any one of us could go buy those. But guess what? Before those came out, the military had them for like 10, 15 years, testing them and using them. And now that they're on to something even, more efficient, now we get to buy goggles like this and shit like that. In another 10, 15 years, we'll be buying what they fucking used. And that's just the way it is. We're never going to know the technology till 10 years after.
I saw a thing, if it wasn't a TED Talk, it was similar to a TED Talk, and it was these guys that are involved in Wi-Fi signals and phone stuff like that, and they were doing experiments, and I'm totally paraphrasing from a stone memory, but you could probably find this, and what they're saying was first they did studies of cats and their phones and when they were at home and when they would link up to their modems and the movements they would make around their house.
Yeah.
And, then they would eliminate everything except the data that the Wi-Fi modem would receive, and it would print up basically a matrix kind of looking version of the bodies in the room and what they were doing. And basically you could be seeing
in code.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And that's right now. So if they're showing you that,
imagine
they're sitting on some shit that's gonna put you in check if you get out of line.
That target marketing
Trust that
just works a little bit too well to get
Right.
to know everything exactly that you want, bro. They're watching.
Word up.
Everything.
With that, we're going to open up the doors to the insane asylum. That means, y'all, if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are here for it. And salute to everybody that's bust out a super chat so far. Much love to all y'all. Let's go.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, let's do this. K-Mac is saying, my homie's dog ate his shrooms. It wouldn't leave the corner of his apartment. The vet told him to put a blanket on him and just ride it out.
Yep. God, that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do for a homie, too, in that situation.
Let them sleep it out.
Yep.
Just
go to
sleep it
sleep.
out.
Blanket over them and tell them to ride it out.
Yep.
We got a Steven Seagal in here saying, I only shop at the local farmers markets in Illinois, and there are some great growers out there. I'll throw some recent pickups in the Discord submissions.
Word up.
Yeah.
Bring it.
That's cool.
Light that shit up.
Idle Line is saying, Cypress Hill is on Atmosphere Tour in Buffalo, Lewiston, and Niagara Falls August 19th.
Niagara.
Niagara. Niagara.
He gets nervous just even saying it.
Niagara.
Niagara.
I remember I said it one time on here, and you guys were like, what did you just say? I'm trying to say it like you guys now. He's saying, I'm inviting y'all to our upstate processing facility at No Wave for lunch.
Oh.
Got the meet and greet tickets anyway, and I've come to party with you before.
Right on, man. Salute. We'll see you out there.
And he's also saying
in Niagara.
He's also saying up there we should all go bowling or ride bicycles.
Oh shit.
You guys bringing bikes on tour?
Probably, yeah. I think we're bringing a couple of bikes.
Bobo does.
Bringing my ball.
Yep.
You guys didn't go bowling in Canada, did you?
No, we didn't bring our ball up there. No, fuck no.
All right, Marbell is saying Colton is that type of lawyer to show up in jeans.
Yep. Yep. He's jeans and a t-shirt.
I was just showing Ray. This would be my Texas lawyer right here.
That's your Texas lawyer.
There he is.
That guy will get you off, too.
Your Honor, may I
Probably.
Your Honor, you know, Susie, your sister-in-law, told me to let you know, that's how they do that. He works. He's part of the community.
All right, Johnny in here saying, seen that shit too many times when I'd visit a homie at a music studio back in the day. I would see one fool passed out right next to the speaker. People got too high.
Yep. Yeah. Just passing out in the studio just ain't the business when it's a lot of people too. Oh man, you are gonna be the target.
You ever had anyone get like too drunk and mess up your studio session?
Bart?
No, Muggs wouldn't allow no drunk.
Okay.
You get
motherfuckers
thrown
in
out
the
quick.
session. Yeah. I mean, shit, you breathe the wrong way, Muggs is throwing
It's
your
a
ass
different
out.
energy too. Falling asleep while being high is just,
Yeah.
that's just funny.
Yeah.
You're gonna get clowned.
Yeah, no.
Who's be tired and smoking, dog? You gotta choose one.
Yeah,
But you didn't want Ian and B pulling up on your session as guests.
No.
Sebastian is saying, "Yo, B, in the news today in Europe, Haribo, the candy maker, announced that there's THC in their cocoa fizzy candies in some of the Netherlands shops. 12 people were sick.
Oops.
Oh,
And they don't know how the THC got in there.
Oh, they know how the THC got in there.
Man, those are bomb too. What's up, man? Let me get some of those packs.
Let me get some. You marketed them to the wrong people.
I won't get sick.
Well, somebody that
You know what though? Somebody's
out
gonna,
there.
Somebody got fired, dumped
Somebody in
there.
like a sesh is gonna fucking see this article, and they're gonna go buy all these fucking Haribos. Gonna be like, dude, they're gonna just medicate them and they're gonna flip them, bro.
It's like, sell them to me.
Or they made their own batch and
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
at home now and they're like, homie, I grabbed the wrong bag.
Shit.
How does that happen?
I would buy them. Somebody made them.
I mean, if Hasbro has to recall a shit ton.
It's not like a small company.
No.
It's Haribo,
No.
like the gummy.
You know,
Yeah, they're huge.
I want like there's got to be like the super gummies though. You know what I mean? Like they have like that 50 milligrams, right? Like the 50 milligram gummy bear. I want one that's like 500 and just one gummy bear.
Wow. All right.
I mean, yeah.
It's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. But like if they could just compact it in like something like this and you could just cut it into 3, and it's got to be like I would imagine.
Oh, they're not going to do that for you.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying I'm talking in the traditional market because the legal market will not do it.
Never.
Time I ever felt need for a 500 milligrams would be like L.A. to Moscow.
He likes to devastate.
You know what I
himself
mean?
for
We're
some reason.
jumping on a plane L.A. to Moscow. I'll eat a 500 milligram candy bar.
You want to just
and still be fucked up out there.
Yeah, when you land, you'll still be fucking high. All right.
Here's the
next.
crazy part. Before the basketball girl got caught, dude, I shit you not, 15, 20 times I went through with my smoke pens and just sitting in my corner pocket them or out, hanging outside of my backpack.
It was politically what was going on at the time. I think that played a factor in like, oh, we got one, and we're gonna like use this one as a pawn. You know what I mean?
I just thank God I never,
But
that's.
I mean, hey, listen, getting into the country with the shit is one thing. Coming out is a whole other.
Oh, was she leaving?
I think she was leaving. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and we finished it up before we left.
How do you not know that? Like, how do you not know the rules? Like,
Yeah,
Well, it ain't rules. You get caught going in, it's the same thing.
I'm
but
saying, like,
it is, but they
I
don't.
never
They ain't
left with them.
They ain't looking as crazy like when you're coming in. They're looking when you're going out.
Well,
What do you take?
I ain't even trying. Well, it's not a. Doesn't look like anytime soon we're going.
Yeah, we ain't going over there anytime soon.
Yeah, when I was abroad, I was just like, man, let me just eat this before I go to the airport.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
I suppose not talking to the police won't help you in Russia.
Oh yeah. Fuck that. You don't want to go to jail.
I want to talk to my lawyer. Nope.
Tell them your rights in Russia, Bolton.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Talk
better
about
make,
your.
like, the
talk about not.
possible dash to the.
Talk about not talking in Russia.
They gonna make you talk, torture style, bro.
Damn. No, I couldn't imagine getting
Get
arrested.
to the
over there.
embassy.
Yeah, you don't want to get arrested over there. Hell no.
All right, Nikolic is saying Hieroglyphics did their rapping at the radio KEXP YouTube studio. It's such a dope set. I already hit them up about Cypress Hill. Hope to see you rock that studio someday.
Good word. Salute. Much love.
Phobos is saying, what do you think about that Labubu joint I sent E-Zone?
Labubu joint.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think Weavers rolled that. Shout out to Weavers.
I didn't see it, so.
Did you play it, Bolton?
What is that from? Where's the video? Or
Oh, I thought he had submitted.
no, he didn't submit it.
No, it's this video that's going around of this blunt, the Boo keychain plushes dolls that everybody likes.
Word.
They're really popular. Weavers made a blunt size one of that.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
A blunt replica.
Yeah.
All right.
Came out sick.
Wow.
All right, he's also saying, love the show. Been watching for a few months now, and I listen every day, and it helps get me through the work. He's saying, I love y'all.
I'm glad we could help you out, man. And thank you for being here with us. And welcome to the family, B.
Oh yeah, man.
Light up at work, dude.
You guys help us get through the day too.
All right, Christian in here is saying, how about those San Jose earthquakes? He's saying, let's effing go. He's saying FLA. And he's saying, if you know MLS rankings, it doesn't matter because Miami was in first place and they didn't win the cup.
No,
Fool,
they didn't.
You were in the Galaxy's place last year, fool. All of a sudden you get an ex-LAFC player, and then you feel all comfortable, dog. Come on, fuck out.
Why you getting all wrangled up,
Cause
man?
this guy likes to chime in on my show too.
All right.
He sends me personal messages all the time. I know it's all just banter, but
Hey, we're not that far from the top, man.
bro, chill.
That's probably Trace's fake account in the chat.
Nah, I know who this guy is. Some fool with a beard and some.
We're right there in the mix, dog. We're number 6 in the mix at
Is
number
it
6.
Madways?
No.
But San Diego dropped, huh? Vancouver's playing their ass off this.
They got a good chance of taking it all the way. Bro.
Yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, they're fucking playing hard.
I don't think Canada's ever won.
In soccer.
Yeah.
Football. Maybe not.
Well, all of
But
a
there's
sudden-
there's still some games to go. All right, next.
Are there?
Oh, look at that Galaxy.
0-16, bro.
Oh my
That's-
God.
When Chavo first invited me, that's what I thought he was inviting me to. I was like,
Wow.
oh man, and I don't know. And then I looked up the real name. I was like, oh no, this looks fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, RS70 saying, anyone been to Hefner's mansion back in the day?
I definitely have been there.
I
been there a
like
few times.
did a whole event there, like filmed a show, like concert.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, they had parties, a lot of parties. I was up there with like Too Short back in the days, and Kid Frost was in the house, and a bunch of rappers.
We played there once.
It wasn't what you see in the '80s in those movies and shit. Then, so.
No.
It was, I ain't saying it wasn't fun or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
definitely,
It wasn't
definitely
like all out chaotic.
Definitely was a lot of titties bouncing around, and it was everything you ever thought. So
it was all that. All right.
Well, you guys did a concert there, B?
Yeah. Yeah, they would hold events there, specific ones, and then they had their own parties that they would throw. I didn't go to any of those. We just played the one mansion party for some other company. I think even it was for a PS5 release or something like that. You know, when they released I think it was the PlayStation. Yeah, but it was the fifth, I guess the fifth fucking generation of it.
One.
And yeah, so they were throwing a function there. We were the band they asked for. Played it.
I did an Xbox One launch party.
Yeah.
Yo, think about it.
The most
Maybe
interesting man in the world from the Dos Equis commercials, dude. It was so fucking hilarious.
That's tight.
Because we see him, the whole band, we're in our little room, and he's out doing his whole, he's obviously there on getting paid to be that guy.
It might have been Xbox because they threw a few events there.
So one of the reps comes in and says, hey, guys, you want to meet the most interesting man in the world? And we're like, fuck yeah, we want to meet the most interesting man in the world. And the guy comes in the room, and, we're expecting, like, that voice, like the deep, like Latin voice. And he comes and he's like, hey, guys, my name's Lenny.
Yeah.
I shit you not. And I forget his last name.
Yeah, he's a straight actor.
But he was like, and he worked at a hardware store on Lincoln, like until he got that gig. And
Wow.
he was a super cool guy, but we were all like, wow, that's crazy. Like that's definitely overdubbed. Like the commercials, they have to be. There's no way this guy's even faking it, because otherwise, why wouldn't he be doing it right now?
He'd be doing voiceovers too.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
But we were just like blown away by the fact hi, I'm Lenny.
That's crazy.
This was the
That kind of blows your
most
mind.
Interesting man in the world.
It kind of blows your mind.
It's
Yeah.
wild. It was
Right?
funny.
Yeah.
Sweetheart of a guy, though.
Right on. Salute. All right. What else you got?
Mike is saying Mace had some good R&B joints. He's saying, don't judge me, though.
Mace?
Mace.
Maze or Mace?
M-A-S-E.
Mace.
Mace.
Oh, like Mace from
Yeah.
Mace.
Yeah,
has
yeah,
some joints.
he did.
He got bars, dog.
Yeah, he did.
He
Yeah,
got
Mace-
he got
Mace had-
bang. He got hits.
He got hit. Yo.
Classics.
Yeah.
All right, Megan is saying, what do you think about musical timing of 435 hertz compared to 444? Can you hear the difference?
I'm not an engineer. I could not even. Yeah, no, I could not tell the difference.
I think it would take a pretty amazing ear to like naked ear hear the difference. I think it's more of a resonance thing. Is this in reference to like how they changed the the frequency of recorded music?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more of a thing you would if you paid attention, you might be able to feel more than hear.
That's probably it. Feel the frequency over just hearing it.
Well, I'm sure there are people that can't hear, like maybe people with perfect pitch. Those people kind of fuck with me when they can like tune a perfect pitch guitar humming, and they just have and then I'm like, nah, you don't, and it's fucking perfect to a tuner.
That's dope.
Some people are saying 444 has potential emotional or spiritual benefits, although these claims are not backed by science.
Oh, you know what? There's this chair that they have. I forget my friend. He has this chair company. It's kind of shaped like an egg and supposed to be like you sit inside of it and it plays these kind of frequencies because it's supposed to have some healing properties. That's what I was like trying to put together. And I don't know, man. I did try the chair. Like I did do a session of that therapy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I did feel weird. Like I wouldn't say it was like very
weird.
Kind of like lighter, bro. If I'm gonna be honest, but like definitely my torso.
Yeah, it's realigning your energy.
Are you been violated?
Nah, not like that. But like,
dude, I do sound baths and my singing bowls, and I have breathing techniques and whistles that all resonate at different, megahertz, and it's therapy.
Yeah, you feel some shit that you're like, damn, I ain't never felt this before.
It's water. Your body's all water. It's like electrical current that you're transmuting through sound, and you start to resonate with it. Again, it's not something. More something.
I gotta show you these chairs, bro. Like,
I think I know what you're talking. A lot of different artists like shit. Yeah,
they're shaped like an egg.
Yeah. They're based on like a chair from the '70s, but I know what you're talking about. I forget the name of the company.
Mark and Mindy.
Right.
Hello.
But I mean, ever since I've been dealing with some kind of crazy muscle shit, so like fucking, I deal with a lot of like frequency and sound shit, and I find it very helpful.
It works. That's the truth of it. It's got a healing energy of it,
100,
and a reset, if you will. If you had bad or negative energy or tension, releases all that shit. All right.
Browsing here saying, I love when Everlast is in the show. I would like to know if you guys would love some of my brownies with cherries. She's saying they're non-medicated.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell no.
Well,
were the
okay,
cherries
obvious
in quotes just out of
obviously Les doesn't want them, but we'll take them.
Yeah.
Fucking Les, bro.
Hell yeah.
I honestly, I don't like fruit in my baked goods.
I tell you what, though, if you tried strawberry in a fucking chocolate brownie, that shit works.
I do want to try
Trust.
With it or
cherry
in
and
it,
chocolate.
baked into it.
In it. Or on the top of it. When you're baking it, you slice them and you put them on the top of it.
I'm interested in the cherries and chocolate.
Popping cherries.
Out of curiosity, who baked it?
I did.
I'd try. I'll give it a try.
Yep.
Still, but
when I was into the baking, mine weren't like this. That's too rich. I could already tell you that's too rich.
Yeah,
right
too much
there.
chocolate.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's never too much.
I've done it, and it does work. If
Drink
it's
some water.
if it's like that light, fluffy shit, it totally works. If it's too rich, I can't fuck with it. But yeah, I've done this for sure. The cherry thing, I have not done that. I would like to try that because
that is a little different than when I'm talking about like when it's baked in there with it. You know what I mean? Like you take a cherry and bake it.
Well, I've done both. I've had it on the top and I've had it in the middle.
Or even apple. I don't like apple pie. I don't because
No?
it's just me. It's just me. I'm one of those.
Everybody has
I think cilantro tastes like metal.
Oh well, hey,
unfortunately,
everybody's taste buds are
people
different.
like it. Yeah. But I read up on it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not. I used to.
You're
think
not
I
the
was
only
crazy.
one. Yeah.
And like one day, my ex-wife looked it up. She said, "You're not the only one." I was like, started looking it up, and it's like a lot of people feel that way.
And it tastes like metal to you.
Tinfoil feels like
Tinfoil,
if you
really?
put a lot of cilantro in like a street taco or something, I'm eating it, it'll start tasting like tinfoil.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. I would hate cilantro if I was you.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't eat it.
If it's like specks of it in some like
Yeah.
salsa or
Nah,
something.
but like you
or,
want to do it right with your tacos. You want to sprinkle a lot of it in there usually. But
yeah.
yeah,
Well, he eats his tacos without it.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, usually they'll hook
cheese
everybody
and some
up.
crema in there, and I'm good, man.
You got to
know?
just tell them before they make it. Hey, none of this and none of that.
Oh.
Scene.
Saying.
All right. Next.
The last one so far, Midget Mike is saying F Texas laws, and he's saying Bolton, don't come to Texas.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
funny.
Yeah. Shit, they just busted a driver from Chicago or something like that was rolling up through Texas with a whole lot of cocaine.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. And
he get busted in Texas too. That's such just a really
it was a load
bleak future ahead.
It was a load that came from Chicago into Texas, or and homie got caught.
Woo!
I mean, Texas got some good barbecues though. I can't front.
They got amazing food.
Food.
Yeah, for like loads
I
of
can't
cocaine
front.
going
I can't
through. Yeah,
front.
the barbecue sounds great.
Segue I've heard all day.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with?
I mean,
it has nothing.
But Les is the homie you want with you at the party if shit gets awkward. He'll just come off like, yo, so Texas has great barbecue.
Yeah. And it does. Yeah.
Yes,
bro.
absolutely.
I ain't lying.
There ain't what like. The worst thing is to go to a barbecue spot and be like disappointed.
Ooh,
sure.
Where the fucking meat is too dry, or the chicken tastes like wood. That
You got to be fresh with the mac and cheese. You got your mashed potatoes and
all that.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying?
Brisket.
But
baked
mostly in
beans,
Texas, I have
turkey.
not come across a place where I've been disappointed.
Right.
But I have come to the conclusion in most of the places that serve brisket, it's really good.
I'm gonna send you to this one spot.
No. Hear me out. Their brisket is very good, but I still think Bart's is better. In in the places that I've been, and there've been some really good briskets, but this motherfucker, his hate brisket is better than anyone.
Well, Bart stole his recipe from Texas.
Well,
so,
I mean, everybody gets recipes
he
from
told
somewhere.
Me, he was like, yeah,
The whole state. The whole state of
At
Texas.
gunpoint, right?
he got it. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's what I heard. I heard he stole a recipe at gunpoint.
Yeah, from the whole state.
After he wrecked the set.
Yeah.
Kicked the guy's smoker down, held him at gunpoint till he coughed up the recipe.
Yeah.
Drove to California.
Shot his mama.
Smacked him with
In
the
Texas.
Yeah, all that. Oh, look at that. Oh my God.
Actually, he took the recipe from a black guy, from what I heard.
Kidnapped.
Now you've gone too far. All right.
And that seems to be it so far.
And that seems to be it so far. All right. Well, thank you for the super chats. We know more come as we go. We'll take them when we see them. And salute to all y'all. We're about to pop off these submissions right now. All right. Let's do it.
Pop them off.
Right.
That part of heavy metal.
Fired up.
It's very, very rock.
All right,
very,
first one of
very
the-
metal, punk, whatever you want to call it.
First one of the day here. Marbell sent this in saying, "Yo B, what's up with Sendog's dance here?"
Oh, that was the dance he pretty much used to do all the time, where he rocked it in Killing Man, and it became a thing. Like Flavor Flav had the Running Man, and my man had the Broken Wing dance or whatever we were calling it. But he don't do it anymore. You won't barely
That shit
see.
would hurt.
He won't even see him twitching that no more. You know what I'm
It
saying?
would hurt at this age.
Damn.
Hell yeah! If I was doing that, he's hitting that. He means.
Yeah, he's hitting that. Sendog would hit that
Taking.
shit.
That just hurt doing that.
He knew Flav had ill dances, so he was making up his own crazy ass.
That
ill
was
dance.
flavor-ish.
Yeah.
But it was dope. And it was sent. You saw that. It was sent.
It's not for everybody.
Move.
Yeah.
He's double jointed.
That and running and sprinting up and down hallways, as we've spoken of.
Yeah. He won't do none of that shit now. All right.
We got OG Tone in here saying, "Yo, I rolled by the Be Real and E-Zone mural out here in Corona on Friday night, bike night."
Still there?
Friday night bike night. All right.
Hell yeah.
Stalker.
Shout out to is a CNC Smoke Shop.
Saying I was riding with the Bell City Bombers.
Right on. Salute.
I
Y'all
need
stay
it,
safe. Stay safe out there on your rides.
I'll pull up, dog. I want to ride by that mural. It's been a while since I remember they vandalized my face on that mural, and then the dude went to paint it again. Shout out to Tony.
What year did they make that?
It's been up there for like almost, what you said, like 6 years?
Probably.
Yeah, like 6 years.
Bike gangs.
We got Dan in here showing off his Fast Berry by Fast Buds.
That's pretty good right there.
Got that purple. See.
Oh, that looks fruity.
Smoke.
Perp, diddy, perp, perp.
That
looks tasty.
I would try that for sure.
That's gonna be the that hazy.
It has
purple hazy.
a different structure, but I bet you it's flavor.
Yeah.
It's like a very weird structure, but usually those kind of buds, they'll be like a surprising type
Sativa dominant.
you ain't never tasted before.
Bring it. You guys
I
like
like the taste.
you guys like those airy buds?
I don't mind them.
It's not my preference, but they tend to have the terps.
I mean, it looks fire.
Oh, it's fire for sure. It's just, sometimes it's preference, but it's not the tightest bud you ever seen. But I would still smoke it. I know there's a lot of flavor in that thing.
Add a little hash.
I agree with
That
you.
shit probably don't even get you high.
It probably does though.
We don't know. I smoked some good. That shit looks like, and then that shit don't even do nothing.
This is hating on everybody.
I was gonna say,
bro.
Les the hater today.
Yeah, what's going on with you today, bro?
Betting against.
You needed
Betting no pass the whole,
did the stout.
whole time. He's that guy today.
Got that aggressive stout.
I think got that aggression stout.
Yeah, bro. Who made that stout? Bart, bro?
What's that called? Anger lager?
Yeah, bro.
I'm not supposed to like everything.
You're right. All right.
You probably still smoking if you busted it out here.
I
though.
said I would smoke it, but I'm saying half of the time the shit is garbage though.
Sometimes it is. You don't.
You know how it is. That shit smells delicious and looks beautiful, and it's like, nah, this ain't the one.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't see that too much these days.
Yeah, here in California, that's hard to come across that because everybody, got some good weed. I mean, you can find some bullshit out there if you really try, but
I could imagine it would be hard to bring B some shit that he's gonna be like, yo.
I know it's happened. Some folks have brought shit over here. It's like, it's cool, but it's not that shit.
I've seen
To
that
quote
happen.
DJ Muggs, it's cool, but it's not that shit.
It would happen a lot more often when it was Prop 215 days, and you would actually be able to go to that farmers market type of thing, and then Be Real would roll with 2 backpacks, bro, and then they'll just have them check out everybody's different harvests, and at the time, bro,
Hey, bro, check this out.
yeah, bro, check this out, and there was some of them, it was fire if B got their number, like if he got the number, I was like, damn,
Yo, for real.
that's how you know it's that shit.
I just got hooked up the other day with some shit called peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yo.
Good or not?
Peanut butter's fire.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
But the only shit is I can't remember who gave it to me. So it's like
I'm sure they remember. They'll reach out to you.
Sure.
Now that you've talked about it,
Yes.
someone's got the
Yeah,
dude again. Hey, he talked about the
I
peanut
think they
butter.
Need some
officially
more of that
endorse
peanut
you
butter.
now. I think they officially endorse you now.
Oh, that's it. It's
Peanut
on.
butter.
I got to
The
hook
peanut butter
my
guy.
people.
That's a good cup, bro. I've gotten that peanut butter cup from Black and Yellow. It's a company out there, and they're fire.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Voltage.
Red Boy is saying the girls are starting to fade. I'm keeping them lit.
Keep them
Got
lit.
the
man.
outside grow going.
Come on.
Keep them lit.
Keep 'em
Bam.
lit, rub the tit.
I always wanted to get to that point
You
where
know-
you see nugs like that.
Having an enclosure like that is key, man, because when you grow outside, the fucking bugs will eat your shit up.
What's
So-
that shit called? Is it like a whole setup kit or is it just a tent?
Some iron poles and some plastic wrap.
You probably made that.
Nah,
shit.
that's
Plastic.
that's like a
tarp.
screen.
Like a tent.
You could buy PVC pipe at Home Depot and build this
it's
yourself.
easy.
Yeah, you could do that yourself.
Hey, Mike.
Or
you
get one of the dudes in the front, have them do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Southern California, if you're growing outside, man, and you don't live in an area that gets cold at night, man, you need one of these or something like it, or like a greenhouse, because you just risk your fucking crop outside. Indoor, all good. I mean, there's still some potential, things that'll fuck your shit up indoors, obviously, as it relates to mites and things like that. But outside, out here in the South, it's tough because there's the moths and the fruit worms that fucking eat the plant right the fuck up.
Hungry.
Yeah.
With the little black dots everywhere and it's done.
Yep.
Right.
Well, first, if you see the yellow dots on them, that means they've laid the eggs.
Ooh.
And there's at least 1 or 2 in the fucking plant already. And when those pop, there's going to be more in the plant. When you see the little black dots, those are the little shits they're taking as they're eating.
Is it possible to still smoke though? After
No,
it's shit,
done.
no.
And some of the black dots are little it's from the worms.
It's not good.
The whole shit. And what it does is it eats through the middle of the bud.
Somebody will still smoke.
Nah, not the way that this comes out because it eats
black stuff in the shrimp crevice right there.
Well, like let's just say
Well,
this is
I
the
don't-
bud, right? Let's just say the bud is this, constitutes this, right?
Yeah.
What the thing does, it goes up into the stem and goes into the middle somehow. It knows the middle and eats around it and then goes back down the stem onto the next bud. And what happens is that part in the middle, because it's eating around the stem, it gets rot because it's dead, it's dying.
Yeah.
And so if you go shake your plant, that top of that plant will just fall right the fuck over.
Crazy.
Cola done. And as they're eating, they start, turning the color of the bud. They start off brown, then they turn, as they eat enough of the chlorophyll and all that shit, they turn green.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't see them unless you squeeze the fucking bud and then it starts moving around.
Hey, yo, fuck them little motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's growing weed outside in the South over here in California. Up north, that doesn't happen, but down here, that fucking definitely happens.
Tell them.
Can't tell you how
Bad
many.
bugs.
You can smoke the worms though.
Smoke the worm, motherfucker. All right, next.
All right, this is cool. McLovin is saying, I went to the Ontario Convention Center for Comic-Con Revolution. I met the legendary WWE wrestlers Mick Foley and Booker T.
Right on, man.
That nigga's a maniac.
Mick Foley's cool.
Dude is a maniac.
His first book that he put out was pretty fucking good too. It's a great read.
Funny dude right there.
Puppy sells socks.
Hilarious wrestler.
Yep.
But he's a good, he'll kick your ass though.
He put his body on the line too, boy.
He reminded me of like a newer like Hacksaw Jim Duggan kind of dude.
He was wild though.
He is way more extreme.
Yeah.
And more charismatic than Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that's for sure.
Hit you with a forearm.
Yeah.
He kind of looked a little bit like him.
Word up, salute. Mick Foley.
You guys also fans of Booker T?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dope.
Oh yeah.
Salute.
Awesome.
And I guess we got MC Zero in here. He's showing off some peach go-gurts.
Look at that.
Smoke.
That's nice.
Nice. Looks nice.
Bring it.
Right? Oof, look at that. Pretty.
Yeah, that's great.
For true.
Mike in here's asking Everlast, how was it opening up for Big Daddy Kane?
That was a long time ago. That's because the only time I could think of that ever happening was like 1988. That was with Big Daddy Kane and Ice-T, but it was amazing. I was probably 17, 18. And, I think every show, that was the celebrity theater days where there was no shows allowed within LA County because you run DMC riot at Long Beach Arena, remember? And then, so it was all either skating rinks or like you go down to Anaheim and play the celebrity with the theater that, or the stage
rotated
in the circle.
Yeah.
So I did my show. I mean, almost every show there ended like somewhere in the middle of the headliner's act in like a gang riot. Like it was crazy. I opened for Kane and Ice there. I opened. It was always because Ice was on the bill, and there, you know, I had a little record with him on his label. I opened with an NWA, Slick Rick and Ice T, and I went on, you know, first, you know, as the room filled a little, you know, who's this white kid? But the record was known on K-Day, so.
Yeah, they were running it.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was fun. It was amazing. I mean, I all I can say was like, you know, I was living a dream I didn't know I was living yet. Cause like I was a graffiti writer. Divine Styler told me I should rap. They made beats. They knew Ice-T. It all kind of just fell into place for me, like in fortunate ways, and I just rolled with it. I liked it. It was fun. It was. So looking back on it, you know, the book will be good.
It'll be great. All right.
Hell yeah.
Let me check in here. We got Roland in here. You saying, yo, guys, shout to you guys. Shout to the Deftones in Cypress Hill. We're rocking your guys' shirts. And big shout to Psycho Realm as well.
Salute.
Hell yeah.
Fucking A, man.
I see so many like Instagram videos of like younger kids now. Like they'll be like discussing politics or things like that. Like they'll probably be like 20, 21 years old. But a lot of kids are now wearing like Deftones t-shirts, I see. Like it's a very big style for the younger generation.
I just told Steph the other day that my 12-year-old, she's like, I've been getting in the car and like just letting her DJ, and she's been coming with this crazy eclectic like indie rock stuff, and then like other day she puts on, what is it, Cherry Love? But yeah, I'm like, what? How do you know this? And they find it all on TikTok.
Well, it's like this, right? The same way that a lot of golden era hip hop is getting a resurgence from younger audiences through Spotify playlists and TikTok and all that shit. Same thing with guys like the Deftones. Like they're fucking gems, and a lot of people end up teaching their kids about them, and other kids fucking tell other kids, "Hey, have you ever heard this?" I mean, they're older, but fuck, they're fucking dope.
Yeah.
And then they start seeing this young demographic show up to the shows. It's not just guys and women our age.
Yeah.
It's fucking young folks there. Because like when at the Forum, we went to see them at the Forum, it was a combination of young folks and motherfuckers our age watching the Deftones. So, I mean, they're having that same impact, I think.
I didn't talk to Sadie about the Deftones is the thing. And I'll give just another example. She gets in the car of the day and puts on Jeff Buckley. I'm like, where the hell are you like finding this? This is wild, you know?
Rad.
But it's also, I started thinking about it the other night, and I was pretty high off of some fucking weed I think you gave me, or that I bought off one of the kids here, trying to, you know, support some educational careers or whatever.
Right.
And fucking, I think there's an effort to understand like what you're hearing, if it's new, might not be real. So it's like a reaching back to like, well, AI didn't exist,
right?
Yeah, these guys made this music. It's just a speculation. But I thought I was like pretty high, and I thought like that's kind of a. I would be looking to it to
That's
like
possible.
Sounds like you were high.
I was high.
I mean,
and I made a valid point at the same time.
Yeah, at the same damn time. Right. Next one.
All right, you're not ready for this. Yeasky is saying, can I get a joint physical exam?
Oh my God.
Let me know how healthy she be.
That's Psycho Leezy stuff.
That one has twins coming.
I think
abort.
Oh wow.
First of all,
that one has spinal bifida, bro. Sorry.
No, the funky's not dirty. It's clean.
It looks like it needs more weed.
But
it's cleaner than any of mine. I shake mine in a thing four times, rinse them, and they go back.
I just, my only question is what happened?
Yeah, what happened along? There's like a stem in there or something.
Looks like he got bent out of shape.
Like I don't know. Like it's
looks like it was repaired.
I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah, right. Looks like some repair work was done, bro. It's like
repair work was done.
It's like an homage to like a boomerang.
It's like seeing a car being repaired and you could tell where the Bondo work was done.
Yeah, the primer's still showing.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Like
wow.
It's like a chick with a booty.
Start over.
I'm trying to come up with something for it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just.
We all live in a
I'm flabbergasted here.
Submarine.
May be real mad, dude.
Well said.
I got to give that a -5 right there.
That looks like a fish, like a trophy on on the wall.
Like a boom.
Wow, that Billy Bass.
Yeah, it looks like that
Boomerang.
singing fish.
Billy Bass.
All that shit.
It looks like a dirty sock.
Oh wow.
All right.
All right, well, this should be a
It
better
looks like a
joint. This is Inner Realms. He rolled a fatty.
Hey, look at that.
Hell yeah.
There's a joint right
And
there.
what that tells me, B, just really quickly, is you should make Funky feel socks because they would look kind of cool.
Yeah. That was. Yeah, with all the colors.
Just like that.
All the
Slip your
colors.
foot in.
That's a nice joint.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is a nice joint right there.
Look at that.
Feed me.
I feel like this is the
somebody
joint.
who cared.
I feel like this is the joint we saw yesterday.
No,
same guy.
Same guy, different joint.
Oh, all right.
He got beats.
Hey, you know what that says? Consistency.
Oh, that fool smokes. I know that fool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's consistent because that's the second joint that, looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, we don't know if he rolled it.
Dude, it took me a long time to learn how to roll with the tips, man. I won't lie. But now I can't do. I don't like smoking without them now.
That's the way it happens. You smoke with these funky field tips or any glass tip for that matter, because there's a lot of boo-boo knockoffs out there. But yeah, it changes the experience.
Well, I'm fortunate I'm sponsored by Funky Field
That's
Tips.
crazy, right? How that now they got some phony tips.
Yeah, I mean that's how it happens, though.
Yeah.
You can't stop it from happening.
That means you're winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know where to go.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Helix is showing off the Dodgers Blue Lowrider.
That's a nice lowrider.
Sick.
Is that a hot dog right there?
That's the state of California.
I think it's a reflection of a letter off a building.
Okay, I was gonna say, what
It
the
did
fuck?
for a second.
I'm like-
I was like, God damn, did he paint a hot dog?
I'm like, what is a hot dog doing?
Dodger dog.
It's that guy's joint.
He loves them Dodger dogs, apparently, right? But now I see it's a reflection. But right here, it looks like a hot
it is,
dog.
huh? I thought it was the state of Oh, okay, my bad.
You thought it was the state of California.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look at it, dude. Look at the shape. But no, it is the reflection. My bad.
Like some
high.
hotel sign or something.
Something, yeah.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Nice whip, though. I never really got into convertibles, but that's a nice whip.
Easy way to spot you, man.
I like a hard top, you know what I'm saying?
Easy way to get shot.
It's not warmer or colder.
A lot of easy ways, man.
And that seems to be it so far.
Easy way to lose your joint. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
It's pretty. It's not that it's not as bad as you think when you're smoking. Not that I've done it. When you're smoking and like driving in a convertible.
No.
As long as you have the windows up.
It's a
create-
challenging,
it
challenging task.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be.
Convertible's dope if you in Miami or something, cruising, just doing like 2 miles an hour down the strip, just making noise. Yeah.
If you're into that, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. I can't do it, though. That's not.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
They look ugly to me.
You mean that?
Yeah, like I hate looking at convertibles, cars. I don't know, they just look ugly
Fuck
to
you,
me.
Bolton.
The only
They
only
look
car
like sneakers to me.
the only car I could do would
Like
be like a
slippers.
Trans
Yeah.
Am with like T-tops.
There you
I
go.
think those are cool.
Yeah.
Like they
Okay.
all like that. Those kind of convertibles look like a pair of Skechers to me.
Yeah, that does look like a modern running shoe.
Yeah,
it does.
Chevy.
But that's a whack one right there.
Or a croc.
Well, most of them are
Yeah.
whack. The point. Most
A
of them
Yeezy
are,
shoe.
You know.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I never got into convertibles like that.
Yeah, same.
A lot of motherfuckers covet the convertibles. Like, oh, man, I want a convertible, this or that. I'm like, you go ahead with that.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
All right.
How about the let me get the picture up. The T-tops, did you guys like that?
I didn't mind the T-tops. Our bro Damon Heller had a T-top. He liked that Smokey and the Bandit type shit.
Yeah, that's what I
like-
would do. If I'm gonna do a T-top for, it'd be the Pontiac. This is Trans Am, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You can tell fools' eras depending on the convertible they choose.
Hey, every
Totally.
now,
Yeah,
every
like,
now
for
and then
sure.
I would trade cars with him, right? And he would give me his, his fucking
his Trans Am.
His Trans Am, and I'd race motherfuckers in his car, bro. I would totally like getting them off the line. I would tell him though. I told him many times, "Oh man, I ripped this motherfucker. He came revving me up, and I gave it to him." It's like, "Oh, come on, man. I'm sorry.
Look up.
I got a lead foot. You can't give me a fast car. You just can't. No.
It's got power,
What the
dude.
fuck
That's why I don't even have
Why?
one.
Why is it fast?
Yeah,
Big ass engine.
No, I mean, why? What the fuck?
Oh
do you
yeah.
expect?
Yes. Well, I don't think he expected I was going to be racing his car.
What did you expect?
He
know
probably
this?
expected that I would drive fast occasionally, but like that I would be.
I'm a super chat this on Smoker Scan.
Say what?
Damn. Does he know this?
What? Yeah, he knew this.
Nice.
I would tell him. Like, dude, I smoked this motherfucker in your car this morning, man. What? Why?
In an alternative
How bad did you get him?
universe, it might be funny if he had caught like a radio scan of you actually in a car chase
Oh.
after a fucking race.
Wouldn't that have been fun? In his car. Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
Amazing.
Street racing. There's a chase going on from a street race.
Yeah.
Put the hat on. Every time there's a chase, have you seen him?
I'd call him and tell him, I'm on right now.
Yeah.
His stream gets interrupted because you called him.
I know, I'm watching you. That would have been hilarious, but not so hilarious because, you rack up charges as you go in a chase if you keep.
Well, I said alternative universe.
Yeah, in an alternative universe.
Alternative universe.
Yeah. All right.
How about the PT Cruiser?
No.
That shit is the ugliest car ever, bro.
Yeah, man.
I remember like when I
The
used
funny
to sell
part is
cars.
I remember the era of like LA where that thing was driving around with like the bulletproof vest looking shit on it, like they were protecting some fucking mega secret of what was coming. And when they unveiled that,
I mean,
Nice.
fucking what?
everything's by choice. I choose not to.
Yeah, there you go.
What were you going to say, Zone?
I said I remember those cars. They would sit on the lot when I used to sell cars, bro. Like that was
Real?
one of the hardest cars to move, bro. because
Hard
it was
sell,
so-
huh?
It was so ugly.
That's a hard sell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What was the kind of pitch you had to go to like get that car off?
This is a great car to start your credit off with.
Oh,
You know what I
that's a
mean?
Great
Like,
car to start
yeah,
your
it's-
credit off.
yeah, that's
Damn.
We're letting them fly.
Yeah. We can get you finance on this one, bro. The convertible's out of the question.
These are easy to finance.
The intention was it was going to be a Woody like replica kind of thing of the '60s Woody like surfer cars.
The
They
Winnebago.
failed miserably.
Well, it's too small for that.
No, but you see,
But I see, yeah, the Woody. Yeah.
failed so bad.
They try to
'cause the
give it that
originals were
surf
dope. Show an original Woody.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot more car.
Cars are ugly, B.
Yeah.
Showing like one of these?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no, there's,
I
See,
mean,
it's
that's
not that.
come on, dude. That's not.
It's definitely not that.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
That's actually kind of fly, but yeah.
yeah, but they bringing all that back.
I don't know. Some
They
companies
was trying to sell it like it was.
are making some crazy concept cars out there. Like they have like Hyundai has this like 1980s like concept car that they like debuted a few times, and I'm like, this shit looks like Knight Rider, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, these Koreans are spending money on some Batman type shit up there in Korea.
All right.
And that seems to be it for submissions and super chats. so
Thank you
far.
for the submissions and super chats. Much love to all y'all. Remember, we got the mix show popping off after this. Psycho Leezy and myself, we're going to give it to you on the turntables. All right. So make sure you check in at BREALTV 2 right here on YouTube and on Twitch. B_real TV is where the channel be. All right. We welcome you all to come join us. All right. And there it is.
Oh, I see a question. When's the smoke box going to return?
It's a good question. We're working on it.
Never.
Never. It's never, ever.
Ever.
Never fucking ever, mate. Word up. So salute to all y'all, man. Much love to you. Spread that positivity around because we need it. C-.
Shout out to everyone here at the table. B, E Zone, E, Psycho Leezy, Trias Crew, Bolton, Dom, and Morning Shot Films Ray. Shout out to Aton. Shout out to Dro, Javi Lopez, and Blaze and Strong Tone, and everyone that hangs with us. You can follow me at C-Fan4 on all the social medias, and I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of the show and the mix afterwards. All right. Y'all have a great one. What up, Psycho Leezy?
Chilling over here. Yeah, shout out everybody just hanging out with us, the whole Dr. Greenthumb squad. If you're on the IG, follow me, Psycho-Less Official. And also hit the website up, thepsycholessshop.com. There's a lot of good goodies and shit. So no doubt, get ready for the mix. Real Psycho Takeover.
George is saying, shout to Yuri's Records and Southgate. There we go. Shout the Insane Asylum. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Film. Shout to the Dominator. And what's up, Everlast?
What's up? Shout out, of course, to Be Real, C-, my man Psycho-Less, my man E-Zone, Kaiser Soze. Hey, keep hitting us up. We're over 300 orders of coffee in so far. Let's go, guys. And if you're getting it, start posting about it. Tag the coffee page, tag Everlast, tag Be Real. Let's go. Dr. Greenthumb Smokers Roast. Hi.
Salute to everybody at the table, everybody who tuned in. We will not have a We Don't Smoke the Same podcast tonight, but we will have a vlog to show you what we were up to tonight. Some pretty cool shit. Also, make sure you guys go to highandhungry.shop, get some merch. Shout out to everybody who bought some at the Long Beach Barbecue Festival. That episode, the first episode of this season, High and Hungry, is supposed to drop tomorrow on BREALTV. So make sure you look out for that. It will showcase some of the best barbecue that was out there in Long Beach this weekend. And yeah, the candles are back on the website as well too. So get them while you can.
I have a correction. Actually, Devin Hype will be in the mix with us today, so make sure you check that out.
Hell yeah.
And much love to all of y'all. Swallow that.